for somebody else to say that. Also, I'm not gonna put myself in a category and let somebody fuck up my head because I know that I am winning and tell me that I lost and tell me to go home and tell me to meet my motherfucking maker as if that means death is motherfucking self. But even if I did believe in some shit like that, I can also say some shit like this. And then there was light. See, this is the motherfucking problem. I'm not gonna sit here and be bewildered. See, I'm not going to sit here and find that all of my help comes from the Lord. I'm not going to sit here and believe, okay, that all hope is motherfucking gone for me. See, I'm not going to also sit here and let a motherfucker gaslight me to give them the cheat codes. And I'm not motherfucking cheating. I'm not going to participate in clear and present motherfucking danger. I'm not doing that. I'm also not going to tolerate some fuck shit from a fuck boy, a fuck girl, a fuck man, a fuck woman, or a fuck God. Because there's some motherfuckers out there that is motherfucking excellent. They got excellent money to get them excellent plastic surgery to look the motherfucking goddamn part. Holla if you motherfucking hear me. And I'm talking about elective motherfucking surgery. I wouldn't be so motherfucking awful, that motherfucking awful. Motherfucker in that big of a motherfucking hurry. I've been sitting here and them motherfuckers fucked up my look. That bitch she couldn't wait to get her sneaky hands on me and fuck my shit up. The first time I had my motherfucking lip bust, they ain't put no, sew my shit up, my shit healed back. That bitch got her motherfucking hands on me. She sewed my shit incorrectly on purpose. And you gonna tell me that I have to believe in these stupid white bitches who ugly as fuck that sit there and was watching me come to their motherfucking walk-in clinic in the same motherfucking place as the motherfucking emergency room. Them bitches watched me go through my motherfucking aging, go through me growing, trying to understand my body because the motherfucker did not know. Never once was they supposed to motherfucking sit there and deny me. Never once did I tell the motherfuckers that I did not want my goddamn son. Never once did I ask them to lie to me. Always I spoke healing over my life. Don't tell me shit about how a motherfucker supposed to give a fuck about me. What's that? Hating ass motherfuckers that sit there from afar all the goddamn time and try to find some stupid ass shit that I'm doing that is irrelevant to any motherfucking thing. Motherfuckers gonna be watching me to see if I'm fucking up, to see if I'm approved or not. Motherfuckers be watching me to find something to fuck me up, to say that I cannot get to something better in life, as if I don't give a fuck how I am. How the fuck can you determine what I'm gonna do somewhere where the fuck I'm not, off of a persuasion of some shit that you motherfuckers saying about me? You set the motherfucking tone, bitch. But guess what? I don't have to hear you. I don't have to do shit with a motherfucker. Never. Okay? I'm not buying it. Anytime I'm using my own motherfucking money, if I get a loan from some motherfucking body, okay, if I step up and I put $1 here, $4 here, I buy some, I am in control. And if a motherfucker want to talk that shit, oh, that's the federal government money, United States dollars. Bitch, yet and still. So give me more than this. How many times motherfucking $1 you gonna motherfucking make sure I have? About a billion? Motherfuckers at a trillion already. I would accept a motherfucking trillion right motherfucking now and have enough for everybody. Have a round of motherfucking $1 trillion if a bitch sitting up here watching me to see how schizophrenic I am. I'ma go nuts on the motherfucker to lie, motherfucker. A trillion! What do you got for that? Not a motherfucking thing, but to print out motherfucker and put some data on that motherfucking paper and give me a motherfucking debit card and I'll debit the fuck out of that shit and I never motherfucker have to question your ass coming in my motherfucking face because I be so motherfucking fine out in this big motherfucker and your ass will be so busy looking at your hot ass motherfucking bank account motherfucker. You will never go back to doing that fuck shit again. Can I get a motherfucking witness? I am not bullshitting. I've had enough of dumb ass shit. I understand that it's dumb shit, but what I want to understand is some rich shit. Please, may I please have some motherfucking rich shit out here? And may I have the kind of dookie, motherfucker, that when I do poop, I won't motherfucking shit my daylights out. I'm telling you right motherfucking now. I'm not about to motherfucking play with these motherfuckers out here. Come on now. Tell the motherfucking truth. What's the motherfucking gag? And not only what's the motherfucking gag, but what is the fucking problem? Shit. I asked y'all to open y'all doors for me. I'm telling you right motherfucking now. Every open door is not a goddamn open door. If I go some motherfucking where, that means that I'm gonna, if you want to motherfucking keep your shit a secret, then make sure you understand that I got some secrets of my own. But I guess that you or whoever it is entitled to every motherfucking thing. So since you are entitled to everything, I'm going to make sure not only do I have the initiative, but I'm gonna build right where the fuck I'm at in a situation. And guess what? The reason why I am about to try to do my best to make me a motherfucking food pantry out here so I can motherfucking eat. I'm going to show a motherfucker how to resurrect some motherfucking shit. And not only I'm going to erect something, I'm going to build something. I'm going to be responsible for my own motherfucking actions. And I'm going to prove to any motherfucking body that this is what this shit is for. I know good and well that these motherfuckers out here had enough of dumb motherfuckers just looking just in agony. Back in the day, I heard about hell where motherfuckers just screaming for all eternity, just burning, climbing, looking like they climbing on top of each other, just burning for hundreds and thousands of motherfucking years. And guess what? I figured out on my own that they are so motherfucking thick-skinned, that they are so motherfucking powerful, that not even fire itself can destroy them. Not their voice, not a motherfucker talking shit, not a motherfucker hating, but guess what they put in this motherfucking water? Aquamation. The motherfuckers sit there and take a look like 70 motherfucking years, at least, they say. Some of them. And some of them don't even give a fuck how they don't give a fuck about no 3 scores and 10. May I please say something? Since a motherfucker want to know something about Jasmine Renee Davis. See, they'll have these days so motherfucking full of dismay, controversy, and every motherfucking thing else. One motherfucking day, sometimes to me, have felt like motherfucking 10 days, maybe even 100 motherfucking days, because of the same motherfucking shit that I have to live. Some days I have a hope to see the next motherfucking day. I did not want to die, but I want to see the next day. You motherfuckers sit out there and you do not get the picture. Make it make sense. They got all kind of shit in the sauce that appears. Just wipe the skin off. And you motherfuckers want to talk about hell. No, these motherfuckers have a motherfucker under fire and motherfucking everything else. And what is brimstone? They are motherfucking who? Huh? What kind of law are they laying down? These motherfuckers are not cremating motherfuckers, aquamating motherfuckers out here, turning these motherfuckers. They want to talk about, they want a motherfucker to say that ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and everybody in resounding tone and everything else, so they can go ahead and kill two birds with one stone, and all, because that's what they believe. And I'm sorry to let you know, if that's what you believe, you go right ahead, but you are not about to force me to constantly everything the motherfucker around me that I cannot figure it out myself. Do you understand that motherfuckers will sit there and burn in hell for all eternity and still be alive and still have their body and still be able to be recognizable, even though they'll be the last one called when this motherfucking savior come with his motherfucking horns on? I don't know the story, but guess what? I've been saying what the fuck I believe that it is, and I want a motherfucker to correct me. Let me tell you something. With the motherfucking chariots and the motherfucking seraphim, the motherfucking whatever the fuck, the motherfucker's gonna be riding on this bitch, and the trumpets go motherfucking sound, and the motherfucking sky is gonna motherfucking open. They got a cap over this motherfucking bitch. And the healing is gonna be motherfucking necessary, because somebody gonna reach the motherfucking top. And I am going to reach the motherfucking top. Carthage College, motherfucker, I qualify to come in that bitch. You know it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you. You got NASA there. I can get in that bitch. I was already there. Ain't nothing standing in my motherfucking way. Not a goddamn thing. All that I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I promise you I'm not motherfucking joking. And I ain't kidding. I'm about to do something for me. Not because I want to stick around this bitch. Because I'm motherfucking hungry. That's the only reason why. Because I cannot get any food around here. And the motherfucker always trying to help me. Help me do what? Fuck help. Fuck peace. Them motherfuckers will be the last ones to come up. Some of these motherfuckers gonna still be walking around this raggedy ass place that they call motherfucking United States of America. Some motherfuckers, they then froze. Where is it? Alaska, Antarctica, froze the motherfucking gold in the air. Froze that bitch. Froze it. And motherfuckers be going there with the best. Let me tell you. The best. And I'm trying to work on my own motherfucking problems. I'm trying to motherfucking make sure I get this shit out. It's bleeding through me. They have all the clothes and shit, but tell me why right here in Wisconsin a motherfucker can't find a warm enough motherfucking coat to put on. Can't even find warm enough motherfucking boots. And guess what? Can't even buy a winter hat damn near in the motherfucking winter. You gotta buy it in the motherfucking summer around this bitch, because the motherfuckers want to fly south for the motherfucking winter. I don't know what the fuck they on. That should be sold out when the motherfucker can finally, when they living from paycheck to paycheck. Oh, but you already supposed to have your shit. But oh, guess what? You thrifty around this motherfucker. Where is all of my shit? I was supposed to be around this bitch, so I be wearing so many motherfucking layers. I look like a motherfucking abominable goddamn snowman. See, I am not about to play these motherfucking games out here. I want an education. Okay? I know what the fuck to do. And I want to start going places where a motherfucker at least where they are not gonna risk their motherfucking scholarship. Huh? On my motherfucking black ass. These motherfuckers out here fucking up on purpose. They get paid to fuck with me. They get paid to come and run up in my motherfucking face. That is not my kind. That is not my motherfucking people. It is too much work to do to lay up with you punk ass motherfuckers all the goddamn time. Explain something, how a motherfucker be clean and at a motherfucker hotel or anywhere using a white motherfucking towel and still see what is this? I know I'm clean. Okay, I seated my motherfucking self. See here, rubbing my shit. I see how my skin will just come melt. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, will just melt off my motherfucking body. When I was a child, my shit would never motherfucking melt like that as it is now. And that is not because I am getting old. That is because there has been a design out here to motherfucking destroy me constantly, over and over and over and over and over the fuck again. No motherfucking real bread, no goddamn motherfucking real. And I ain't talk about a motherfucker, talk about some motherfucking Ezekiel motherfucking bread. You damn near gotta sell your soul just to read what they motherfucker put a name on the shit and expect me to believe that. I don't motherfucking believe you. Ezekiel who though? Any motherfucking body will sit there and write a motherfucking scripture on any motherfucking thing. What does that have to do with me? God damn it. I'm out here. I have to make sure that I am living my own life. Straight up. I'm so goddamn serious. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm so motherfucking serious. Shit. I just want to put some things in perspective. Can't even know the Lord. Couldn't even go around here in my own magical moments and be high searching through my motherfucking thing to see, even if I had some ancestors, could never. But I have to pay it so I can live that shit with you punk ass foster children. You motherfuckers that don't know your motherfucking family. You bitch ass motherfuckers who want to know more about my shit. Who the fuck are you, nigga? I want to know you, bitch. Drop asshole naked out here and bend over and spread your motherfucking booty cheeks, nigga. Swear to God. And I'm not motherfucking playing. I can't do shit for my motherfucker. Yeah, right. And then a motherfucker gonna tell me, nigga, Thomas, through Philippians 4:13, he was trying to teach me the motherfucking scriptures. He said, through all motherfucker came out of Milwaukee. What do you mean? Well, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. What's that?
I wanted to come back and bring you this.
For what?
Do you need a little help with something, maybe something to eat or something?
Well, not really, but I'm going to be starting I have a projected forecast to open up a like a food pantry, and I'm going to make sure that it is based off of clean living, and core. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm a base it off of core living, okay? And I'm going to have a non-biased sort of situation. Even if someone hates me, I'm not going to use that. But I am going to look for contributions, but it's not going to be any animal products. It's going to be all clean products. It's going to be, no natural flavorings or whatever, but I'm going to be looking for like a storefront in either Kenosha or Racine or both. And, I'm going to try to figure out how I can, work on that or whatever. But like, that's only thing that I could really say. It's not, I don't want to call it help, because it's not about somebody helping me. It's about introducing clean living. And like, it is possible to live, or it's not. It doesn't have to be. If someone chooses to go into their afterlife, they don't have to suffer through it. They can be proud and beautiful. Like, come out. Like I'm looking at you, I see like a glow in your hair, I see like your natural beauty. I'm serious. But it takes a lot to realize that it does not have to be over. Whatever you want for yourself, you can get it and you can achieve it, but it's just gonna be just a matter of fact or whatever. But other than that, I really don't have too many asks of anyone else. I'm just trying to come up with something so that I can continue to live my own life and just appreciate. I'm not insane, I'm not sick, but I have to find ways to prove that because it's a transformation or transformative situation where there's a lot of activity going on in one organization or one group where they believe that they're the know all be all. So I'm in a separate situation. Like
Oh,
I'm completely different. But I'm just living my life. I'm recording on my live video here and I'm just saying my own matters.
oh, you
Oh, you
send that
wanna
off?
see?
You send that off to YouTube?
Yeah, so I'm actually on YouTube right now. Why you
Do
ask
you
that?
get money for that?
No.
Oh, well, that's what you need to do.
Well, no, not really, not me, because what I don't want to do is have them to start kind of like trying to motivate me and
Right,
then
right,
like try
right,
to tell me how to do my stuff and all that. And
right.
then, but like, that's why I said I'm not really looking for much and I don't have any paperwork to really get and like get things involved. Like, but
I
yeah,
love your ideas. I mean, you're like almost you remind me of an entrepreneur slash prophet.
well, that's what
But you
entrepreneur
got
is.
somebody's got to be able to see your vision,
Well, this is the thing. No, I want to keep my own vision. I want my own site.
including yourself.
And this is what I'm only saying is that
Yeah.
I'm telling you that no, you're not going to see the way that I see. You're going to have to see from your own self. And I'm just going to put it out there like, hey, you can get busy doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't shit that I got for you. You know what I'm saying? Of my own life, my own
Right.
idea. But I'm not an entrepreneur because I'm not like working for someone else like independently. I'm more of just living my own life. If anything, I would be self-employed, but I'm not. This is not some. I mean, I can understand what you're saying, but if anything, it would be biological sovereignty, working toward my full autonomy in
Um,
situations like that. But I'm
do you
not a
believe in
private.
Jesus Christ?
What do you mean? Do I believe in Jesus Christ?
Well, you consider him your God?
Oh no, no,
Oh, you don't.
no, I don't. Why would you ask me that?
Oh, I don't know. You just I have a feeling, even though you're not choosing him, he's choosing you.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? That's on him. And how would
You
you?
don't
How
believe
would
that
you?
he made you?
Jesus ain't make me.
Okay.
Is what Jesus you talking about? Why would you feel that way? That's your feeling. Why would you have a
Because I
feeling
believe
over my
he
life?
I believe he made everything. Heaven, earth,
Jesus
hell.
Christ. Well, why you don't
He
talk
made
about what
everything.
Jesus does for you? Why you talk about what Jesus does for me?
I'm no better than you. So what he's doing for you, he's doing for me.
Does Jesus ain't did shit
Because
for
he
me?
loves us.
Jesus don't. I mean, Jesus never did anything for me. I never seen Jesus before. Jesus have never did anything for me. I don't even know if Jesus is alive or dead. I don't know. There are many of those standing and fighting because of the bullshit that they did to Jesus Christ. There's a lot of arguments to this day about the shit that happened, trying to figure out what really the fuck happened. And it's been going on for 2 motherfucking long. Jesus need to get the fuck up and come out and tell. And they say
But
no face, no case. And that's a
okay, but
goddamn problem.
the way you're speaking,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
um,
Watch out now.
like for example, you had said, I don't know you nothing, you don't know me nothing.
Wait, what?
You basically said, I don't know you nothing, you don't know me nothing.
Oh, this no, I don't know about owing you
Like
anything.
as far as you want to do this business and start with I'm not biased. If somebody hates me, I'll still love them.
That's what you got. I didn't fucking say that. I don't love. And guess what?
Something
If
about
somebody's still
bias.
coming to this business, right?
Okay,
They're still gonna owe me outside of the
right.
motherfucking
Well,
door.
that's
I'm not
true.
gonna take any hating in my
That's
own
that's what I
environment.
meant
I'm
to
just
say.
not going to
Hate.
allow hate to come my
Okay,
way.
so
Now, once I step out the door, them motherfuckers gonna have to pay me what they owe me.
okay, by you
You
saying
see what I'm
I'm not
saying?
hating,
Yeah, I don't hate.
that's all about Jesus. That's what Jesus is about.
No, it's not. Because if Jesus came at me and was on some bullshit, I would cuss Jesus out. And I would tell Jesus, Jesus did not
Okay,
die for me.
well,
That's what I said. Jesus is not my maker. Let me tell you something. If I have a problem with my own daddy, with my own mama, with myself, okay, I know I can get in the gym and I can work my ass out. I make sure I do not eat animal products. I don't care how much I want some
sweetheart,
macaroni and cheese.
sweetheart, I got 2 men waiting for me.
Um,
I'm still gonna give you that.
no, I don't. No, thank you. I don't want that. I'm not going to use
Give
that.
it to somebody
No, I'm
else.
not going to work for you. I don't
I
know who
don't
you
want you
are.
working for
Why
me.
did you come here? Who are you? I don't know you. Here, please. Now you didn't put it on my fork.
I'm sorry.
No, what's the problem? What do you need? What do you want to do with
Why
that?
don't you just maybe you need some more water or something? Just get
No,
something
I'm
for
not going to
yourself.
use that. It's
You don't
probably
owe
going
me
to.
anything.
I don't. I know. I don't. I don't even know you. And I told you no. And I'm not. I appreciate it, but whatever it is, I don't even. I don't have an account to put that in or anything. But I'll put some flyers out or whatever. Oh, why? No, no, no. But please remember, I'm not come from your maker.
Well, that's, I mean, you can talk to him about that or whatever.
Him who? Do you really believe that? So, for me, I don't even know where exactly I was on it, but I don't care. I'm consistent in what I'm talking about. For someone.
Very nice meeting you.
Oh, I didn't meet you. You was talking about Jesus. You saw Jesus in me. I ain't got no Jesus in me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You refuse to see that.
Okay.
I'm out here. Maybe you finally got it. I don't know. That motherfucking $20 to spend like a motherfucker. Telling you right that damn now. Check it out, though. Listen, for someone to, and I'm talking to myself, like I'm trying to focus on this because I got 1,000 things I could come up with off of just what the fuck just happened right there, and that's just normal, and that's fine because that is how it is. I was quick to say God bless you to someone and mean it. I never use my God bless you for harm like other motherfuckers did in their courthouses. They do anything. Like now the new thing is they want to tell me they know it's going to piss me off. So it's not going to piss me off anymore when they say that they're going to cut me off. They sit there and listen to, and they have trigger words. And what they do is not only trauma bond, but they rage bait. And how is that professional? This is why these entry level positions are only and thoroughly specific to these common, not, I don't want to say common name, but to common, I care about the word common. And I'm growing, and there's no way that I can repair or change things, but to have such meaning. Common is not a word that I'm going to ever discount or cheapen. They are not out here saying that these are even apprentices. They're not even born being geniuses. They're being born out here a male, a female. They're already hurrying them through their whole life because I believe that so often they have not even given them the opportunity to grow. They have taken so much as if they're late, as if they are in a hurry to move things forward and have already started someone's life years ahead of wherever they are. So when someone extracts someone's life and says, now it's my turn to use what God has naturally given to you because of the comparison that I don't have, but you have. I could never be like you, but I can also put you in your place, put you on a level, but don't care if I thirst. They don't give a damn if I hunger. They don't care if I get cold. They don't give a fuck if my skin is peeling. They don't give a shit about any of that. They give a fuck more about being able to wear shorts in the motherfucking winter and seeing if they can prevent from getting blisters, boils, or, goddamn it, bleaching their motherfucking selves in the motherfucking summer. Because let's not motherfucking act like I'm discriminating against shit. I just had to write a motherfucker at the Department of Transportation. I said, listen, do not make the mistake to believe that you're going to sit here and dumb me the fuck down and try to force me into oblivion in some dumb ass shit where your motherfucking ass templated that shit. You already know what's up. You already know that you're going to throw my shit in the motherfucking garbage, just like them motherfuckers at Mendota did. They would tell me that they did not get my shit, and then I submit another one, and they say if it's a repeat record, they never answer my shit, so I have to write another one. And once I write a repeat motherfucker, they'll tear my shit up and throw my shit in the motherfucking garbage. Them motherfuckers did not. Listen. Them motherfuckers will not let me get my book of stamps or my motherfucking 3 boxes of tampons. When I tell you that's a grave motherfucking mistake, and what I got from them motherfuckers was damn near hunger and schizophrenia, that's what they gave me. And they're gonna try to tell me that I would take a PRN. Oh, since you want to get your black ass, cute ass motherfucker, them Africans up in there, I didn't know whether they was coming or going. It was one motherfucker was looking like, what are you doing? Trying to match me up, the matching goddamn jogging suit. I had this one, then they gonna change them. I had found one that I felt like it was fitting me cute. I was damn near in the small. Them motherfuckers didn't even want to give me a small. 2000 motherfucking 23. I know 24. I know what it takes. But it was just like a school year. 2023, 2000 motherfucking 24. 6 motherfucking months. And I made it over. You're not going to sit up here and tell me, Jasmine Renee Davis, that I have to fill out a paperwork because I find that they discriminated. No, I did not. The motherfuckers conspiracy, racketeering, fucked up shit, tried to disable me, tried to motherfucking mishandle me, and manhandle my motherfucking ass. How you gonna try to cancel my motherfucking driver's license because I appear to be confused? Bitch, I'm not with you. Everybody in this motherfucker always swear. How many of them bitches right now by a show of motherfucking hands when you motherfucking audit they motherfucking courthouse? How many videos you bitches gonna have to come through and cancel every single one of them white hoes motherfucking driver's license that done told me that they goddamn confused out here? Oh, what's up? Oh, what you mean?
Huh?
What's the problem? I just don't want to have a conflict of interest. I believe that it could get hotter than this. You know, and maybe, you know, they were just actually talking about that they're going to have like 18 months of no electricity around this motherfucker or something these punk ass motherfuckers trying to get away with around. You see that? These motherfuckers about to go haywire. But I'm gonna tell you something. They better motherfucker understand.
That's motherfucker
I don't blame you. Listen, I told them motherfuckers, listen, you are not about to say because I never told that motherfucker. So how can you get away with that? I did not ever out my motherfucking mouth say I was confused. Whoever did that shit, them little stupid silly hoes, they be like and have a little conversation with the police officers, and then them niggas be, hey, what you doing later? Remember I can meet up with you. Yeah, you know why? Because them bitches want a smart ass bitch in case they lose their motherfucking job. They'll go right to their townhouse, have somewhere to stay until them motherfuckers find another job as a motherfucking police somewhere else. Bitch, you better holler if you motherfucker understand your own motherfucking life, because them niggas are in trouble. They don't get to keep that gun, bitch. Them motherfucking police are having to get on drugs to unsee some of the shit that they be motherfucking doing on their goddamn police force. Because I guarantee if them niggas was doped up like that, but if they told it, they ass would never got no motherfucking driver's license, never got a motherfucking gun, never. And how the fuck these motherfuckers sit there and shoot that girl? She looked like she was Mexican. All that motherfucking pretty curly motherfucking hair because her boyfriend called the police. Bitch, where's your motherfucking taser? And then gonna tell, oh, so you what? You gonna do what this motherfucker tell you to do because you believe that he trying to get away from your ass because he look white? Or was he a northern motherfucking Mexican, you stupid bitch? I don't give a motherfucker. These motherfuckers stupid as hell. They talking about, oh, they hired Benjamin Crump. What the fuck? They out here hanging motherfuckers in every goddamn thing and want to turn the motherfucking lights out. Don't come over here and try to trick me on some slick shit and tell me I ain't gonna be no human today. Bitch, you ain't gonna take me out of my misery. You can guess again. It's so many multiple choice motherfucking questions out here don't make no goddamn sense. Don't you ever try to motherfucking disrespect me or give me some motherfucking respect. Don't come over here and talk stupid to me. Explain your motherfucking self. You ain't live this many motherfucking long in these many goddamn days. You gonna still sit out here and say, well, hot days like this, the Lord is soon to come. I know it. Oh. Motherfuckers be quick to say, we living in our last days. Nigga, wait a minute. You ain't taking me where? Motherfucker want to vacuum sucks it. Look, that $20 there. I'm considering taking that motherfucking $20. I called today to the Hope Center to see if they had some motherfucking food. I'm not ashamed. Some white folks. I'm professional. You got a motherfucking secretary? Huh? You can't make it? You not my motherfucker. But I'm gonna tell you something. Have that bitch in motherfucking line. Make sure that bitch understand. This top notch motherfucker. Top flight. Too, motherfucker. I'm not playing because that motherfucker $20 might be enough to get about 10 cans of beans. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. One thing I don't like for motherfuckers try to clear me and say that I'm talking about what they come there. I ain't a profit. That shit making a lot of motherfucking sense. But I have an imagination. And guess what else? I can motherfucking dream, but I am not gonna sit out here and tell a lie. I can motherfucking say any what, and these motherfuckers sit there and trying to jail these psychics and shit. But do you know what that motherfucker is? You don't know what they have to say. Hold on, I'm about to motherfucking. Hold on, I'm gonna think over this motherfucking $20. I ain't bullshit. Listen. Oh, did it come from the church? I told that motherfucker, listen. If it's, I already let you know. That's not gonna be me going to that motherfucking place over there or any other motherfucking places. No. These motherfuckers ain't gonna buy my motherfucking blood. They're not gonna save my motherfucking soul. They're not going to motherfucking pressure me or shit. Don't follow me. I'm not to be followed. I'm not a motherfucking role model. Shit. Tell you something. I am not about to sit out here and let these motherfuckers persuade me to be wrong in my situation. I never have to sit here and allow somebody to tell me what is best for me in my own life. There is nothing. Ooh, take these motherfucking shoes off. Ooh. This motherfucker is tight. Sweat right here. Mm-mm. There is nothing in my life that is going to convince me that I have to join. $20 is not enough to convert me, consecrate me, motherfucker excommunicate me, or anything. I'm not convinced. I'm telling you, I just got done motherfucking saying and let the motherfucking record stand. Motherfuckers are already up to $1 trillion. And you're gonna try to tell me that that is my motherfucking you want a motherfucker to believe that I got brothers and sisters? I don't. But you gonna tell me that God is a jealous God. And you guys can't solve these motherfucking problems out here. You do what the fuck you want to do. And I'm not going for it. When I sit up here, I have to consider some things. I never had perfect attendance. Even when I knew that I had a house, I was literally out in these streets trying to prove myself so that I could make somebody at home understand me a little better. Pardon me. But what I was missing was everything that my dad said to me, showed me that he might not have been proud of me, but he had an expectation of me, and just maybe he believed in me, and maybe I could have grown up to be who he formed and to be someone that would constantly bring everlasting life, not only toward him and show him and be a guiding light, not even a guiding light, but a light unto his path. But to like allow me to see, I said my dad not only lived his life, but he let me see him live his life. See, I'm not going to sit here and take somebody else's life or anything about them and make it about me. I want my own life. How can somebody sit up here and say that they feel like Jesus has chosen me or whatever the situation is? I may not know shit about Jesus, but Jesus know me. I wonder why. Because I'm not letting motherfuckers sit out here and say that I'm dead. Jesus must got enough confidence. He don't give a fuck. Them motherfuckers don't even, they sit here calling him something that ain't even his motherfucking name. Do you believe? Motherfucker, the J word didn't even come out. So motherfuckers got to study to understand what is it. Can you, how the fuck I'm supposed to understand? And you calling me every name but my own. Because they want somebody to be a person. They give them a personality. I believe it when I see it. But I believe that I should be able to kick it hard enough where Jesus be like, shit, your style is your own. But shit, what's up? Plenty of motherfuckers are sitting there waiting to put so much blood. They into Jesus to be. Motherfuckers don't even. Do you know? Do you know the Lord? Remember, it's a song that say, "Put your hands into the hands of the one who motherfucking can." I don't even know. I'm gonna listen to the song, and I am gonna listen to the song. They just said that somebody put it out there that they found Jesus somewhere that he was not even supposed to. They said they wrote somewhere that they would never find him there until you. I said, check this shit. I look at what these motherfuckers out here saying. Look, they talking shit because a motherfucker probably misled you to make you believe that when it happened, they ass is lying. Because you know why? Just maybe. They said that, guess what? It never could be done. Because they were not there yet. Because guess what they got to do? They got to take the long way. Because they want to be as exact. But guess what? Your ass cheated. Because you misled motherfuckers. While you sat back and you knew what was different. You'll tell the motherfucker, go over there and steal that apple and bring it back to me. And put it in Jesus' name and pray over it and then clean it. Money laundering. But by a different name. So it's not as technical. And guess what? More power to you. Because you were able to motherfucker outsmart whatever it is that you're trying to avoid. So you get to advance to the next motherfucking level. Because guess what you did? You was a sacrifice. And isn't that what the motherfucking recipe calls for? So you go right ahead with your mighty ass. Mighty in battle though. Huh? And what else is it? Mighty in valor? Motherfucker said to me, Philippians motherfucking 4:13. Thomas Tatum from motherfucking Milwaukee. I talked to him. And he was pissed off when motherfucker came my way. Because he said, you are a virgin. Listen, these motherfuckers tried to play me and then left me, right? But check it out. He tried to talk to me about God. It wasn't much. It was just a little short, like, conversation. He was married. I never seen him that way. So you gonna tell that bitch. And to you holy ass motherfuckers. Because guess what? Who the fuck do you find your ass? What? Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers supposed to be married in that goddamn case. Holla if you motherfucking hear me. Huh? How many motherfuckers are hoe? How many of you motherfuckers understand what hoe mean? How many motherfuckers gonna talk about somebody cheat because they use more than motherfucking one? They only use two. You cheating because your ass want to talk about 3 strands. And your ass only got 2, but you motherfuckers still can do it with 1 or 2. And these motherfuckers trying to convince you to do it with 3. Or, you supposed to be whole. Except the problem is these motherfuckers have life altering motherfucking vaccinations and everything else that they have accumulated along the way to fuck a motherfucker up with modern day motherfucking hallucinogens and motherfucking narcotics and all this motherfucking end of life treatment that these motherfuckers sit there and believe that they much better and to convince you to let them run on and they got it from here. No. Somebody they are more deserving of this $20 bill than I, because they gotta buy their baby some diapers. I can understand that. But ask yourself a question. That ain't enough to buy my motherfucking baby any diapers. But the problem is, what's the cost that y'all motherfuckers getting to say my baby is incontinent and my baby ain't? They screening calls right now at JB motherfucking Medical. That's how in trouble these punk ass motherfuckers is. They telling on their goddamn self. I got so much motherfucking paperwork that I had sent. That's the motherfucking problem. Sent to somebody else goddamn. I can't even read it to cuss their ass out about it because I don't know good enough. Tell me how motherfucking perfect is that. I didn't jump on this bitch with a cause or a goddamn reason. I really didn't. But I'm hungry as a bitch. Drinking this motherfucking shit that's up in here. It eats away at my motherfucking food. You take the pros and the motherfucking cons. But if I don't have shit coating my organs, my things, it'll start to weaken my shit like a motherfucking whoopee cushion. Please no. One thing that I used to want to do is put my hand up in here and make a motherfucking poop sound. Shit, I've never been able to motherfucking do that. But motherfucker was good. And I want to be able to make my chest go up and down like this. Anybody know how to show me how to do that without touching me? Sometimes it's mind over matter. But you're not going to tell me that I'm lacking and I cannot motherfucking think. So you don't have to come. Soon you motherfuckers believe that the very gates of what? That you motherfucker put me in sinking to rise no more. You motherfuckers, how many times have you bitch ass motherfuckers literally buried me alive? And again, as I came to this motherfucking point that I made it motherfucker out without killing you punk ass motherfuckers. Or myself. No matter what you have put me through, I have made it. I am not strung on drugs. I get my motherfucking ass up. I have motherfucking walking in my legs. They temporarily paralyzed me 2 times in their hospitals. One in Kenosha, one in Racine. Guess what else they did? Killed me 3 times. Killed me. And left it up to me to come out. Motherfuckers will tell you this. Huh? Listen. You understand how I can feel looking at a fine ass motherfucker that's walking, leading a pack. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis that say some shit like this. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, because thy rod and thy staff, they do comfort me. Okay, and the gates of hell shall motherfucking prevail as they sitting here, and maybe one or none or maybe all the motherfuckers sitting there walking behind the motherfucker, and you never know what motherfucker is backbiting, want to take a motherfucking spot, withholding information, struggling, starving, needing to be uplifted themselves, or who's gonna have that same motherfucking speech and they gotta carry down. And how many of them they're gonna do the same thing next week, the same thing next month, same motherfucking time, same motherfucking holy ass motherfucker. How many deaths that you motherfuckers will put on somebody that they sit here and have to carry your motherfucking burdens, pouring their heart out, and you motherfuckers choose not to even motherfucking get your story straight. And then I am supposed to sit up here, and just because you motherfuckers see motherfucker got some temperament on their ass, huh? That you believe that I'm supposed to sit up here and take it and not get a motherfucking education. I'm not gonna be your motherfucking hustle bitch, huh? I am not gonna be hustle my motherfucking self. And not only am I not gonna hustle, I'm not gonna be your duffel bag girl. I'm not gonna be your hitman. I'm not gonna be your motherfucking God that will never forsake you. Because for one motherfucking thing, bitch, you lied. And I'm gonna prove your punk ass wrong. And I'm not your friend. I'm not your family. I ain't your sister. I ain't your mama. I don't want to be your motherfucking daddy. And I would never be your ugly ass motherfucking brother, you punk ass motherfucker. And I'm not your God. I am not anything. And the motherfucker that sit there and made your ass can't be the same motherfucker who touched me. Never. Because any motherfucker that sit there, as beautiful as they say Jesus is, would never have made any, I don't give a fuck who it is. That motherfucker couldn't possibly make anything ugly. Then they want to talk about a motherfucker broke the mold. Nice gone. The motherfuckers talking about somebody broke the motherfucking mold. And they a whole snack. Keep motherfucking playing around with motherfuckers if you want to. Keep believing that shit and don't stand on the word. I want an education. I want to get out here and understand. I can put my motherfucking money where my mouth is. And since a motherfucker tell me if I don't motherfucking work, I don't eat. If I don't grind, I don't shine. No ifs, ands, or buts. Bottom line. Them motherfuckers swear they said something to me. But then I'll take it a step further. I should be able to do the math on that. You will lead me all the way to the water. But guess what? You can't make me drink it. It's up to me to understand that bottom line ain't motherfucking all. Please, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I have to show my motherfucking work. I have to motherfucking carry the whatever, and I have to have a motherfucking remainder. Or if not, motherfucker, I need enough space to work through this motherfucker until the motherfucking stars in the sky motherfucking do they got until they come out. Every motherfucking situation. I'm not about to sit here and play dumb and act sick to get a nigga that's sitting here struggling, trying to understand if he gonna kill me or he gonna beg for me to have another motherfucking day off. Better recognize out here that motherfuckers got license to kill. But I'm gonna tell you something, nigga, I will revoke your shit if you ever motherfucker flash that bitch in my motherfucking direction, bitch. And I'm gonna card your ass. And guess what I'm gonna do, motherfucker? Hold your ass accountable. And guess what else, motherfucker? I will motherfucker hold your ass up. I will give you a shakedown, motherfucker. This is a shakedown. And you know why it's a motherfucking shakedown? Because who the fuck told you that I'm in your motherfucking pocket? Who the fuck told you that you my motherfucking authority? Who the fuck then led you to believe that you are gonna tell me what the fuck to do with my life, nigga? And you can't even tell me what the fuck crime that I have committed by showing my motherfucking booty cheeks. The best thing a bitch gonna come to me and say that it's a trend. Bitch, if you don't get your stupid ass out here, this ain't no for sale sign out here, bitch. This ain't no motherfucking for rent. This ain't an estate sale. I don't give a fuck how you understand it and how you see it because you motherfuckers, goddamn it, know about a different name. Them motherfuckers say, some of them will say, they got a different story every fucking where. It be the same basis. Some of them motherfuckers say they'll be there until the cows come home. Some of them motherfuckers, can he call a roll? The motherfucker, somebody, a motherfucker say it ain't over until the fat lady sings. Huh? Some may say weeping may endure for a night, huh? But joy coming in the motherfucking morning. I mean, it's a lot of shit that a motherfucker can say. Now, I don't have to keep repeating my motherfucking self because I was promised another day. And I was also promised a motherfucker to be bright as the morning motherfucking star. I was also told that I don't have to be blind out here in this bitch. So what makes me believe that any of you motherfuckers gonna convince me to walk with your ass or to ride with you or that you are the reason for the season or that you punk ass motherfuckers are the truth or that you bitch ass nothing ass leech ass, blood sucking ass, fake ass, no motherfucking deposit, no motherfucking return, having ass the air then went the fuck out the ball how many motherfucking times, and your ass try to blow smoke up my ass, punk ass motherfucker, gonna try to make me believe. To sit here and believe the words that coming out your mouth, and so motherfucker walk on to victory with you. I did not. I want myself. I want to kick it with Jesus. I want to laugh my ass off with Jesus. I want to sit there and stare at Jesus, find ass so motherfucking hard, motherfucking my mouth full of goddamn water, and Jesus will look at me and burst out and laugh because he know how fine his motherfucking ass is, and he know motherfucking well that goddamn I can't help my motherfucking self looking at this motherfucker, but what I can do is have some motherfucking self-control. See. I don't have to have no ugly motherfuckers in my network. Not one. Not no ugly babies. Or nothing. But you are not going to bring me into this world a dead thing. And tell me that I have lost. And I might as well find my motherfucking way home. Because you know what? My memory serves me. And I don't have to have shit on my motherfucking mind. Nothing. I can lose my mind. I don't have to have a motherfucking mind. I can refer to myself in the now. I don't have to refer to a third person for shit. Hansel and Gretel, I don't know what the fuck y'all was looking for. Sit there and found your ass out of the hood one day. Looking for something. You done found all kind of motherfucking candy canes. And then the motherfuckers gonna sit there. A candy cane weirdo. See, you gonna, then I said, wait a minute now, Hansel and Gretel. Think before you touch that shit. Think before you touch that shit. Since motherfucker wanna see where I'm at, I'm gonna let you know. Now, think before you touch that shit, Hansel and Gretel. Because guess what? They're trying to sell you sickness. They're trying to make that motherfucking cane look very motherfucking good. They're trying to tell you to do it for motherfucker the future. Motherfucker, do your part. Be all you could motherfucker be. By motherfucking donating your time. Here is a motherfucking crutch. Here is a candy cane. Motherfuckers want to pacify you and take candy from motherfucking babies. Here's a candy cane. Motherfuckers done threw all kind of hints out there and still ain't caught on to one. You know why? Because I'm supposed to know the word. The word is supposed to be plain. Motherfuckers at the Church of Christ, you should say some shit, and probably the Baptist too. Motherfuckers, I don't know how it is, but I know the rhythm, the syllables of that shit. Hello? Because guess what? Anytime, every time that I have went to a motherfucking church house, I ain't have my own set of keys here. But I came with some motherfucking problems. And no motherfucking baptism pool seemed to motherfucking solve them. No motherfucking thing was seeming to feed me until I thirst. No motherfucking more. It says something about the word of the God and the word of God and something to stand on the word of God and some shit, right? I might appreciate looking at myself as wanting to be a scribe out here. But I am not a Bible scholar. But I'm going to tell you, it's some out there. And while you motherfuckers believe that everybody going to sit here and have did they motherfucking work and have covered their ass and yielded not to motherfucking temptation. Because why? Yielded is sin. Motherfuckers don't even have to even believe in sin because it's not happening. These motherfuckers have studied to show themselves approved. Because why? A workman need not be ashamed. The motherfuckers have even been good stewards of their motherfucking money. Guess what else? They have did everything that they have been told. You all may have given them disciples, even tons of books to motherfucking read. They got podcasts and everything out here. I don't know why. I'm not mad. I don't have a podcast. I might want to give one. I don't know. The motherfucker said, verily, verily, I say unto who? See, I don't know. I failed vacation Bible school. I guess for the most part. Maybe not. Motherfuckers have to sit here and spoon feed every situation. Never can I touch it with my hands because why? It's unclean. Until you find out, until I now know that my inside should be no different than my outside. You motherfuckers want to sit there and act like I'm motherfucking stupid. Like I don't know when it's time. Motherfuckers say there's a time for what? Living. There's a time for dying. There's a time for weeping. There's a time for celebration. There's a time for mourning. There's a time for living. And there's a time to pass away or some shit like that. Who the fuck do you believe I'm supposed to answer to out here but my motherfucking self? I guess that's why these motherfuckers want to sit there and convince me to take my motherfucking teeth so they can wear my shit. Do you understand that these niggas look, they'll take a piece of a dead motherfucking body, the skull of the finest motherfucking they land, and sit there and hold, they got a little piece of, bitch, please, when you gonna put some motherfucking meat on them motherfucking bones? Now, fuck you. I'm not playing. Answer my motherfucking question some motherfucking time. These stupid ass motherfuckers exhausted out here because they ain't had shit to motherfucking begin with. Now, work ethic. Fuck, I have to keep teaching nursery rhymes for some serious ass motherfucking shit like this for. I used to tote my motherfucking Bible around this bitch. I had a motherfucking little ass Bible that I had got, right? It was like a little pink handheld Bible. Just some random generic ass motherfucking Bible. This was in 2021 where I was carrying on me. It was like a yellowish gold ass thing that I got from Amazon, right? So I put the Bible in there. It's a pink Bible. And I was carrying that bitch around. I kept it under the seat of my Ford Explorer sometime when I wasn't using it. On December 25th, what was that, 2022, I was around this bitch trying to find my goddamn wife. I went to all kind of places. One place that I stopped at was 4225 31st Avenue. Sit out there on the side. Motherfuckers that never had to come up to me and say shit. But I know the motherfuckers know exactly who I am. Because I believe that they got some shit in the motherfucking situation. Never are you supposed to spike my motherfucking punch at my school dance. You understand me? You want this shit to be clear, or do you want this shit to be plain? Either way, I'm supposed to see. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be not effervescence, but transparent. Hmm? I gave that motherfucker one of these hats that I bought for somebody's funeral. I bought one for my son and one for this other little boy, his nephew. My son they didn't even tell me that they took my son out of that motherfucking building. The whole time I felt like I had the presence of my son there. And that was a lie. So I could have been a little different. I don't give a fuck who he went with, what the motherfucking situation was. So I said, okay, I probably should check on my baby. I looked all around. I walked, sat a little bit there, got up, looked all downstairs in the nursery. I said, okay, they got something going on around here. But where the fuck is my baby? And guess what else? Where the fuck is my motherfucking book bag with my goddamn phone in it? Now, what happened to one of my motherfucking recordings? Where I recorded that punk ass landlord talking his shit when I was driving on motherfucking 75th Street in Kenosha. Come on, motherfuckers talk that shit. I bought his daughters and his niece little hair things. The motherfuckers was acting pretty goddamn funny because they needed some time to show that they could do something. Because it's always been Jasmine, the man in charge. Bitch, Jasmine is the one that has been on this motherfucker building relationships. Your ass was getting the motherfucking sweat off that motherfucking bottle that motherfucking woman brought to a motherfucking vacation Bible school when motherfuckers was laughing at her bringing that motherfucking milk jug of motherfucking water and the motherfucking Twizzlers back in the 90s in that motherfucking basement. But I tell you what, bitch, if you know now what you didn't know before, that motherfucking water was the shit, bitch. And guess what? You motherfuckers probably today, on a day like today, wish that you can lick the sweat off just like the sweat off of somebody motherfucking nutsacks and tell me to this day, all this fake ass food, what would be the motherfucking difference, nigga? Well, you punk ass motherfuckers want to sit out here and make me believe that you the truth. Now, tell me, right down damn now. There ain't no motherfucking reason why these motherfuckers sit there and want to make it seem like I'm relevant enough to be irrelevant. I'm not. I'm not with you. I'm not playing. Guess what? I'm for real motherfucking hungry. And I know one thing for sure. Jesus ain't sent me that $20 because Jesus is supposed to Jesus, no, $20 wasn't even enough in his day. They said Jesus chose to be poor. Did you see the motherfucking tables of all that motherfucking food every day? Motherfucker ate like a king. And you know why motherfucker ate like a king? Because the king had to go out there and sweat his ass off. How many motherfucking wives or motherfuckers that he got to fucking shake hands with or whatever the fucking situation is, how much that motherfucker had to eat to make it through one motherfucking day? I'm telling you, when you build your motherfucking body heat, the motherfucker said, no more water, fire next time. Please, your motherfucking body heat, it's going to turn motherfucking calories into energy. But guess what? Just like you, I don't give a fuck if you got a hybrid. I don't give a fuck if you got a smart car. If your shit electric. If your shit run off a leg, goddammit. If your shit is unleaded. I don't give a fuck if you Fred Flintstone and motherfucking Barney ass motherfucking rubble on this bitch. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You're going to have to reveal yourself. But I am Jasmine Renee Davis. I know for my motherfucking self. Protein ain't all that a motherfucker need. Nah, but these motherfuckers will convince somebody no sugar. Because you know why? You don't want to get caught up in your lie with these fake ass motherfucking fruits and vegetables you punk ass motherfuckers putting out there. Now they talk about, oh, you can't eat lettuce. I have, look at this. My skin right here. I'm fucking gonna sit here and guess what? Motherfuckers sit here and touch me. I was so upset. I was trying to clean my dad, his motherfucking skin. I had actually scratched him, and it was supposed to be a dead body. I said, God damn. Still motherfucking fighting my dad to this day, and he is motherfucking frozen. And he couldn't even stand up for his motherfucking self. I'm a scratch, a fresh scratch. And guess what? Had the nerve to still have a trace of blood. Still a little bit of red right there. Because you cannot sit here and literally drain a motherfucker to the point where, no, you bitch ass motherfuckers. Motherfucking life. That is not natural. Motherfucking Little Shop of Horrors. These motherfuckers singing. Talk about feed me Seymour. You sit there and have this man, scientist, getting it all right. And to that motherfucker found the nigga, you got it right. What the fuck? But guess what you got it so motherfucker right for? This nigga's looking for blood. This nigga's out here. Huh? Give that motherfucker some information and some goddamn education. Don't you never sit here and deny me because you scared that I'm going to motherfucker come for you. First of all, no, I'm not. You don't have to tell me that. From the looks of you, I don't even want to sit down and eat with you. I'm going to tell you, there used to be some niggas, men or whoever, used to want to take me out. I used to always, motherfucker, give me a drink. Because I could not find myself eating in front of these motherfuckers. Never. I couldn't find myself eating, or I would feel so goddamn, I'm telling the truth, and I ain't scared. And then a diagnosis I have to accept on this motherfucker. Yes, I felt awkward. Out of place. You know why? Because it was not well enough for me. Them niggas was really not a match for me. But guess what? That don't mean that I couldn't talk to the motherfucker. But how the fuck do a motherfucker expect me to break bread with you and ain't no real bread here? Never was, I'm telling these niggas, hey, I pay for my own food. And then the motherfucker gonna say, let's go dine Dutch. What the fuck does that mean? Where's the book now for Dutch? I already know them click clack ass motherfucking shoes, but what else do I get out this motherfucking situation? Somebody's asking me about Australia. I didn't want to say, oh, I just believe that it's some white motherfuckers over there. No, because that'll sound real fucking stupid, and I should know better. The first thing that came to my motherfucking mouth, through my mind, or whatever, was the goddamn kangaroos. Joey's. That shit means something to me. But can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody motherfucking do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. And that's what I said. Motherfucker pick me up. Motherfucker turn me the fuck around. Motherfucker will place my goddamn feet, huh, on solid ground. Nobody can do it but the motherfucking Lord. At what point are you gonna realize something, goddammit, that I can be all of these things? Huh? What the fuck is the motherfucking exegesis? Philippians 4:13, when motherfucker talk about, do you smell what the rock is cooking? Huh? And then the motherfucker Stone Cold motherfucking Steve Austin and this motherfucker will let your ass know something too. Huh? Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Until you motherfuckers want to kick my ass for learning how to read. Because Jesus ain't here. But he sent his motherfucking word. And motherfuckers say, God sent his son. They call him Jesus. Huh? He came to live. What? Huh? And by my pardon and empty grave. What? Oh, because my Savior lives. They say he's dead. I know he's all right because he lives. Somebody in trouble, y'all. I can face tomorrow. Motherfuckers been working hard. I still got a motherfucking Fairy Renee Lee out here that goddamn it is not a soft ass punk ass bitch. Motherfuckers going through some motherfuckers trouble in my way. Because he lives. But guess what? No, I don't. Motherfucking Fairy Renee Lee got her motherfucking self. But don't you ever motherfucker make a mistake. Mary ain't my motherfucking mama. And she ain't my granny. I don't have a granny, motherfucker. Stop playing with your motherfucking self. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm here because he lives. Hey. All fear is gone. Oh, them bitches said I was confused and they took my motherfucking drive. They do not believe in Jesus. They spending that motherfucking money. Give it back. All you punk ass motherfuckers default. Sign up for the motherfucking Christian Jubilee because you bitches been lying. No, put your name on that motherfucking dotted line and motherfucking meet your motherfucking fate, bitch ass motherfuckers. Because he lives. Because I know, oh, who holds the future? Oh, because I don't know the song. I don't know shit about it. I don't motherfucker. I am not motherfucking playing. What part of oh I guess you get it's better for your motherfucking ass. Guess what they said? Oh, it's easier to teach with your grown ass motherfucker adult ass where they said that you motherfucker adult, you full grown ass motherfuckers, right? It's better to teach a child than to correct a motherfucking grown who? You a motherfucking lie, nigga. Cause guess what? What is your motherfucking problem? How did you get that motherfucking job when you was over 18? How did you even learn anything about me, you punk ass one? You were never supposed to know me. I'm not a daycare motherfucking provider. I ain't your motherfucking school teacher. Why you motherfuckers lying out here about kindergarten? You got these stupid ass Mexican bitches walking up in here promoting some shit that they don't even know about. They go so motherfucking far. But bitch, I'm the one that had to take it the full motherfucking 90 motherfucking yard dash, bitch. Are you motherfucking serious? I just told Tyrell Granny, I said, please let Tyrell get in some track. He ain't playing football. I said, yes, sir. But at least he can get in some track. I don't give a fuck if he have to sit there. They can let his ass get on the motherfucking team. You are not going to, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers in elementary in Kenosha, Wisconsin, guess what they did? Deny him a motherfucking instrument. You know why? Because they ass couldn't teach it. Them motherfuckers want to go off memory. Bitch, fuck your memory. Go off the motherfucking book. Huh? Then these motherfuckers in Racine want to fucking teach him how to motherfucking listen to the motherfucking music to memorize it. But they dumb, lazy, stupid motherfucker, gross misconduct ass don't want to talk to me no more because I said, yeah, that's fine. But guess what he should know how to do? Read and write motherfucking music. Y'all motherfuckers don't give a fuck about my baby. You know why? You want to blame it. Because guess what you get to tell me? Jesus is going to come. He's going to come soon. Morning, night, or noon. You better watch what you say to me. Them motherfuckers, don't you swear at me. Don't you motherfucking recite the motherfucking Lord's Prayer to me, goddammit. Don't you motherfucking dare stand underneath the prayer, bitch. Because you won't get shit from here. But guess what the motherfucker can get? Huh? Free lunch. Them motherfuckers that give your ass free lunch so motherfucking fast. Won't even know what motherfucker hit you, and then can't even hardly get the. And I might as well not even blame motherfucking Renee for how fast she be telling Tyrell, because at least you prepare your grandson so he won't choke on that shit and the expectation on how fast they about to motherfucker train the child up in a way that he should go, because then a motherfucker will never depart from it. You niggas don't know me. You did not raise me. You are not about to sit out here and lie and have these punk ass hating ass bitches act like they my cousin, introduce me to a little dick, big dick motherfucker around here soon as you tell me it's okay to get on food stamps. Huh? Bitch, I'd rather continue to smoke motherfucking bud. Weed. Before I sit here and eat another motherfucking food stamp motherfucking from you, bitch. It costs too much. And I ain't gonna be out here smoking no motherfucking marijuana. I ain't never smoked crack, nigga. And I don't give a fuck what y'all lace my shit with. Where is my motherfucking goddamn creamy golden ass motherfucking lace dress? Bitch, 100 motherfucking years where, bitch, I wore the fuck out of that. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. Bitch ass motherfucker of nothing. That shit was done. I didn't get no motherfucking exit strategy. I didn't get a motherfucking severance package. All I got is some of the best motherfucking thoughts and the memories about a motherfucker, and I don't care. And I'm sorry, you motherfuckers don't even give a fuck. You still won't do motherfucking right. I'm out the picture. What is your motherfucking excuse? Shit. And how many of you motherfuckers want to sit out here and still tell me where else is there? Your motherfucking school's nothing. You motherfuckers gonna talk that shit. You were supposed to be flying in the year 2000 because you know why? You are not worried about that shit. You are not teaching appropriately. You don't have a motherfucker really studying. Who the fuck understands this shit? And then you want to motherfucker take motherfuckers family elders out the. Let me tell you something. I'm about to call my grandson. Hello. My son would never get to know his grandparents. That every week in their own house, they were having Bible study from 2 different motherfucking denominations, but they brought their children together under one motherfucking sound of their motherfucking voice, and they were able to put their differences to a point where they were able to interpret something that they can motherfucking feel for their own goddamn self. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Ain't no motherfucking way you punk ass motherfuckers gonna sit out here and act like you are the fucking way to the goddamn future. You motherfuckers got somebody living in the past. Motherfuckers so far the fuck gone. But guess what? Who's not? The beer garden. Huh? You motherfuckers just gave them a 10-year contract for what? Not motherfucking Kenosha Human Development Service. Them niggas still riding on the motherfucking, what is it by now? A 48 motherfucking year motherfucking contract. Since when? Them motherfuckers got to get out of town. See, you motherfuckers want to keep on keeping on. You motherfuckers been running this shit into the ground for long enough. When is somebody ever gonna get a chance? Ain't nobody else got nothing else that they can say. When you in these motherfuckers, you don't let me talk. You don't let me get, bitch, when I'ma get a word? Hello? When am I gonna get to talk out here? You motherfuckers want to put me to sleep. This bitch from QPS yesterday, employment agency, told me to go to sleep. That bitch told me to go to sleep. Yes, she did. That bitch told me to go to sleep. Why would you say that? Just because I asked you, was it a religious organization? Oh, really? Huh. How many of these motherfuckers you sacrificing out here, bitch, with that little ass motherfucking income that you have a motherfucker with a 130-minute motherfucking break? Bitch, hello? Can't even barely motherfucker. Nigga, I done stood up at this motherfucking line racing and having to wait till 100 else motherfuckers use 3 or 4 motherfucking bathroom stalls, nigga. If you want to call me a female or a motherfucking male, bitch, I'm going to shit where the fuck is open next. And I dare you to try to say something, because I promise you, they already said I shit on the floor. So you know that I'm liable to do any motherfucking thing out in this motherfucker. Them motherfuckers got it all figured out. I'm not about to shit on nobody's floor. But how many of these motherfuckers I gotta clean they shit off the motherfucking toilet when I done held my shit, trying to motherfucker not being polite, but just trying to make my way through so I don't have to ask them for shit. But then a motherfucker give somebody 130-minute motherfucking lunch break. Maybe a 15-minute, maybe a 10-minute, maybe another 15-minute, maybe. You can't be motherfucking serious. As hungry as I am, Do you believe that the much food is, and when motherfuckers sit here and work 4 hours grinding and welding and packing and having some stranger talk my motherfucking ear out trying to convince me to go to happy hour with they punk ass tomorrow? Or want to talk to me, or trying to figure out how they can get me kicked out because they want to get closer to the motherfucking line where the fuck I'm at. Or they don't give a fuck. They ain't got shit to say, but I want to ask them some motherfucking, why are you a bottleneck? Or they want to ask me, why am I a bottleneck? Please now. All these calories that I motherfucking burn, and all the shit that I have to eat to hold myself over for another 4 goddamn hours. But guess what? These motherfuckers be expecting 10 hours, as little as they motherfucking pay. And I'm out here crying that I could not get $11 motherfucking hour job where I was willing to motherfucking work open to closing that bitch as long as the bus was running. And then on days I'll just motherfucking walk up the street and sleep my ass outside until the next motherfucking day when it come 8 o'clock to clock the fuck in and make some more money until I can figure something out. You ain't about to sacrifice me, bitch. They believe that everybody have to claim them as their Lord. All these bitches sitting here trying, seeing how far they can get. Bitch, you better go start you a book club. But bitch, first of all, use your own book, bitch. Because I have to know what the fuck you trying to say. Because this shit ain't adding up to me. This motherfucking shit, bitch, where the fuck did you find that at? What translation? You gotta tell me. This ain't in the motherfucking, this not into the English Standard motherfucking version, bitch. This not into the motherfucking amplified version, bitch. This ain't the King James version. This is not motherfucking, Living Word, bitch. This ain't the motherfucking elementary school version, bitch. This ain't motherfucking nightclub version, bitch. This ain't Jazz Fest, bitch. This ain't motherfucking nothing. Bitch, you made that shit up. 3 scores and motherfucking 10, you raggedy bitches. Do you know that some motherfuckers, by the time they get 70, they just now can motherfucking feel themselves and afford that nice ass motherfucking car, and they ain't gotta be called a sugar daddy. Bitch, I done raised my motherfucking children. This is my time now. Bitch, please. What you coming with? Talk about, give me some sugar. Motherfucker, I should have been built my motherfucking blood where I've been on overflow by now. Motherfucker, where the fuck is the milk and honey that you motherfuckers promised me? Because I'm still stuck on where the fuck is the bread and the motherfucking water. And then guess what? No motherfucker got the motherfucking breakfast program out here. Is that supposed to be the manna? No. I'm sorry. I'm not picking on y'all motherfuckers, but this is what motherfuckers want me to believe. And it's not making me shit. I sit out here. I don't do their drugs. I'm not out here trying to suck their soul out their motherfucking body. I'm still looking like I know that they fucked up because they've been drinking since they was 12. That's why they dick not getting hard when they see me. But probably motherfuckers should have been, because motherfuckers need to kick it, especially to get through that hard ass week at motherfucking school, public school, elementary school. The motherfucking school to prison pipeline. Everybody's been there. I don't give a fuck who you is. And guess what? These raggedy ass cars that I just motherfucker, the paint chipping out, the motherfucking shit, the salt they put out, every motherfucking thing. And guess what else? Huh? Ain't no fun unless the homies can have some. Motherfuckers sit there playing that kind of music. What I heard was something. I wish I could go back. I don't know what they talking about. Listen, I'm not gonna keep begging you motherfuckers to open up a door. Every open door, I'm gonna move forward. I'm not gonna keep begging, cause guess what? You motherfuckers, I see you when I see you. If I don't, motherfucker, ain't no motherfucking blood loss, ain't no motherfucking love loss. I don't have love, and I'm not about to give you punk ass motherfuckers my blood. That's a wrap for that shit. You motherfuckers don't know what the fuck to do. And then how all these motherfucking doctors sitting there and they forcing your ass to take a nutrition class. Get the fuck. Woo! Or is it that a motherfucker have no sign, nobody in sight that a motherfucker can really recognize, that they wish for their motherfucking younger days, they wish for to see somebody that they know. Let me tell you what they did out here. These motherfuckers, guess what they did? Took the juvenile detention center. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Took the juvenile detention center. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Where they can house all these motherfuckers, right? Guess what they, because I remember driving on West Boulevard with my mama in the car, right? So my mama said, Renee said, this is what she said to me. She said, it was some popular shit now on the news. Now, Racine in Wisconsin, right? They lowered the motherfucking age that they can try somebody to be a child. They'll be able to them as a motherfucking adult. They'll end their motherfucking life. Huh? No motherfucking parole. No daycare. No juvenile motherfucking detention center. No group home. No Taylor home. None of that. No, they take your ass straight to motherfucking jail. And guess what? Have your ass on your motherfucking own. Because you sure can't be around them other grown folks until you still turn 18. Make that shit make sense, y'all. Come on. This is what I'm saying. I've been there. I've seen it for myself. Okay? But I have shown that I believe in myself. Why would you do someone like that? I guess if they bad enough to sag they motherfucking pants out here. Remember that? It's supposed to be illegal to sag your pants. Bitch, I can't even get shoes that fit me. You ain't worried about that. All these motherfuckers around here in flip-flops. How many motherfuckers? You don't give a fuck. Then you're going to try to... Let me show you. These are only motherfuckers... Guess what? Wearable shoes that I got. I paid for these. You know how many motherfuckers I seen with flip-flops out here? The fuck out of here. How can you sit up here and force someone into slavery? And have nothing for them to live off of, nothing for them to go off of, nothing at all. And then you had a motherfucking juvenile detention center. The schools don't give a fuck about them, mind you. You know why? Because they want to make sure everybody else can learn. How come you're not teaching Braille? I can't talk to no motherfucking body but who you write on paper. I'm supposed to know, bro. These are not my peers. I can't even talk to everybody. Hello? I don't even know TTY. You are lying. You bitch ass motherfuckers want to tell me about Babylon when the motherfuckers was getting together so they can do what they was asked to do, bring take it to God in prayer. No, bitch, you want to be the one to play God, bitch. So guess what? You motherfucker, do what you gotta do. Where the fuck is your cross? Motherfucker sitting there. I said, nigga, how would you like if these motherfuckers start hanging your ass on a motherfucking cross for a change? And get some real shit. You gonna see a lot, motherfucker. I seen them hanging them boys. Barely had hair on their body. Right across the street. I was pissed off. I was cooking. I heard. I said, what the fuck is going on? I ran out there, motherfucking spoon in my god. I was cussing their ass out. Did you give them a proper trial? What the fuck is this? I'm not gonna take it lightly. That motherfucking police hard ass. So much they holding up traffic right here in Rachel. I have the video. How the fuck you stopping traffic for these motherfuckers to walk? And I thought it was only one. They had 3 motherfucking boys up there. Huh? Where them bitches up there? That's motherfucker. Where them hoes at? Cause you know they be killing the sons and keeping the motherfucking daughters. You can't tell me shit. How you expect somebody to kiss your motherfucking penis or your dick and they can't even find it? Them motherfuckers won't even call me back and talk to me about my son motherfucking penis. They dealing that. Whatever. I shall ask. Listen, I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna have some big titty white bitch sit there and suck all the life out of my motherfucking son where he has skin. Lots of motherfucking stretched ass skin. You ever saw a motherfucker fat and they lose weight and they have all that motherfucking loose goddamn skin so it look like the nigga got a little something. When he get hard, bitch, no. I want my baby to have muscles everywhere the fuck he go. Not when he only see you. Cause bitch, where? Stop motherfucking playing with me. There is no need. You punk ass motherfuckers sit there and took that motherfucker group home from over there. How many hundreds or whatever, and then go make one from, you took it from whatever side of town it is, what west side, put some shit on the north side, and it's what, 50 to 75% smaller? Because you know you trying motherfuckers as adults. And you know that these motherfucking officers, they are not being fair. Because you know that they are prosecution team is motherfucking lying and cheating. Bogus ass motherfucking charges. So you can cry for a motherfucking plea deal. So them motherfuckers can still bring your ass around them, Rosie. Pocket full of police. Ashes, ashes. We all fall down, motherfucker. But we get up. Until you sit there and wonder who took the motherfucking pill, who was standing the pill line, who was hungry in the bitch and they couldn't take it, so they want to sleep their motherfucking time away. I know what I'm talking about. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I was shocked when I was in Racine County Jail in 2000, like 20, 21 or something like that. That white woman, I was on medication, 2021. She said she was like 50 something, but the bitch lied and said when I was in jail before, I had told her I was going, you're not about to sit here and say that I said that I put some money on books. Bitch, I ain't putting no motherfucking money on. Who the fuck you believe that's my uncle, daddy, cousin, something that's gonna sit here and fuck you until they pay your ass off in blood, bitch? Nobody. It ain't happening, because I ain't tell you that. I ain't give you no motherfucking money on your goddamn books, bitch. I don't motherfucking know you. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I was surprised that she's not on medication. I said, you take medication? She said no. She had some cream. Then guess what the motherfuckers try to get me to do? Go take a Johnson motherfucking um COVID motherfucking shot. Bitch, hell, mother. I'm not going. They gonna try to bully me. They motherfucking correctional office try to bully. I said, I ain't taking this shit. I'm not taking that. I don't have to fucking take this. I'm not taking that. The one that didn't even pass what FDA or something at the time. I'm still not. I don't give a fuck who made it. I don't give a fuck if you paid me to motherfucking read on how the fuck it was made. I'm not taking a. I ain't taking no motherfucking COVID shot, and I'm not taking one. I don't give a fuck. I won't get that motherfucking job at Kenosha Human Development Service. Guess what? I applied. They did not hire me for that care center, and I know I qualify. They asses in trouble. They can't be around here for 50 years and ain't letting nobody get a motherfucking job. I am qualified. I know the ins and outs of that shit. And not only that, bitch, if I wanted to relate, motherfucker, I'm the head motherfucking nigga in charge. There is no way that you're going to tell me that I can't study to show my motherfucking self approve and I have to seek your motherfucking approval. And then y'all going to try to say that I can have a trial. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis and I am Jasmine Renee Davis. Then motherfucker going to tell me that I have a trial and to be judged by my peers. Bitch, I didn't really graduate from that motherfucking school. I don't know them. They're not my motherfucking neighbors. Them motherfuckers, I don't know them. I never did know them. You not gonna bring a motherfucker who went to the same school and did not. Guess what? I was not in biology. How the fuck did I make it to algebra 2? Because once they showed me a motherfucking math problem, I had it, bitch. But guess what? Them motherfuckers got bored. Got tired of me talking in class. Bitch, what me talk? Let me do my homework though. Bitch, you don't know how to multitask. You can't handle this motherfucking classroom where you believe that everybody have to be submissive. And then, baby, I cannot be subservient to these motherfuckers. Ain't no goddamn way. You got it made, bitch. I don't. Please. Woo! I'm telling you, I'm not motherfucking playing. BITCH. Now, and if a motherfucker want to talk their dog shit, I will fight any motherfucker body that's trying to play with my motherfucking head. I will break a motherfucker legs for talking that shit and trying to fuck up my motherfucking understanding. I'm not the one. Everybody know more than what the fuck I know. If you know the motherfucking story, don't ask me how the fuck I'm doing. Go your own goddamn way. I promise you, I'm not playing for shit in this whole motherfucker. If I want to call somebody a dog, I'm going to call them a motherfucking dog. Believe that. I am not scared of shit. Nothing. I know what, I don't know, I guess y'all know what a dog means, but if a motherfucker believe that's their man's best friend, let them be a motherfucking dog. But I guarantee that's the kind of dog that motherfucker sit up there and led the motherfucking way and was not talking about no motherfucking bow wow. A motherfucker was standing there, motherfucking more smart than any of these other bitches around here. I promise you. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers trying to fuck me over like I'm a trip on my over my motherfucker work because I be out here jump rope with a motherfucking extension cord. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm gonna get it how I live. When I feel like it. When I got some motherfucking blood in my motherfucking body and some food in my motherfucking veins. Nigga, you ain't about to sit here and convince me to get with this half dead ass motherfucking dope dealer that can go either motherfucking way and have this nigga, come on baby, try this with me. And have me stronger. Have you seen the motherfucking Ray Charles motherfucking video? And guess what? His motherfucking wife did. Let that shit be known. And was taking care of that woman motherfucking baby and did exactly what the fuck she was supposed to do without a shadow of a motherfucking doubt. Huh? Huh? And if guess what? I said the motherfucking movie. I am not playing. about shit, a motherfucking thing. Because why are they sitting here talking about, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them the sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how it used to be. I decided long, hold on, everybody searching for a hero. Trying to find someone to look up to. Never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. An empty place in time. I don't know, I don't know the words. But guess what else? I know how to motherfucking search that bitch up on Google. I know every single letter the motherfucker typing that bitch. And I also know how the fuck these motherfuckers sit there and want to steady see. Listen, you all motherfuckers is not teaching. And you are teaching. And you are showing your ass and your true motherfucking colors. But where is the color of law? Do you know your oath? What is your goal, as they used to ask me? Huh? What is your motherfucking, what is the outcome that you're looking for? Huh? What is your forecast? Do you have a business plan? Like, seriously. I don't ever have to be a child. I don't ever have to raise children. You guys need to look at the articulation of what is what. Anytime you tell me that I have to take an acupuncture test to qualify for a program, okay, that means to me that I don't have to say that I'm anything other than Jasmine Renee Davis. And what I mean by that is this: it has all been written. I don't have to answer to anything else or shit else but Jasmine Renee Davis. I don't have to be a child. I don't have to be an adult. I don't have to be a mother. I don't have to be a father. I don't have to be schizophrenic. I don't have to be bipolar. I don't have to be autistic. I don't have to be emotionally disturbed. That's what they called me in high school. I got expelled from middle school. The same school that doctors' children attended school at. Them motherfuckers put me in jail in motherfucking 7th grade. Stalked me. Made me feel unappreciated in my motherfucking classrooms. My motherfucking desk was a goddamn mess. I could not find my motherfucking papers for shit. They was printing out another motherfucker. I was fucked up in that motherfucker. They failed me. They made me get along with all the motherfuckers that I did not get to pick my motherfucking friends. I had no diversity, no multiculturalism. I had nothing but illiteracy. They even tried to convince my dad to put me on drugs. How the fuck you put me on motherfucking drugs in the 90s gonna help me, bitch? My dad did not force me to take that shit. Nah. He took me to what was suggested of me downtown right there in that motherfucking brick building. The motherfuckers, the lights was down. The motherfuckers talking to me. It was a little bit about Renee's son who got killed. They might have wrote me a motherfucking prescription. Never My dad left it up to me. Never was them motherfuckers worried about me coming back to their motherfucking place. Never motherfucking, I'm tell you, the prescription might have been filled one motherfucking time. That's because the school told him to do it. How out of place is that? Y'all motherfuckers can't tell me shit. Then they want to talk about these motherfucking Uncle Toms around here. But you ever gonna talk about that little rich white girl that was in the movie Uncle Tom? Anybody want to talk about her? Huh? Who was she born for? Cutest ass motherfucker. Making her daddy made sure that she was motherfucking making choices because guess what? What else could motherfucking happen? Her motherfucking mama though was a motherfucker. That bitch didn't give a fuck about her daughter or her motherfucking husband. And then want to talk shit about them black motherfuckers who was holding down. Bitch, your auntie, your sister, whoever the fuck it is, fuck you too, bitch. Fuck all you raggedy hoochie hoes wearing them motherfucking big booty motherfucking motherfucking slips. Bitch. Try doing some squats for a motherfucking change. It ain't like that. I cannot sit out here and learn how to make my own food. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I can't even come up with a formula. But these motherfuckers find that they want to use the motherfucking nitrogen for my motherfucker. They want to sit there and probably watch me decompose so they can get some real motherfucking shit out of me. Nigga, what can you do it with motherfucking plants, bitch? Because plants will show you better than they can motherfucking tell you. Straight up. I cannot sit up here and let these motherfuckers sit up here and control my life. I can't even sit in the class with these motherfuckers, but they can talk about me. My name is in places that I have never fucking been in. Never stepped foot on. I didn't even get the motherfucking transcript. I ain't got shit. How the fuck can they call themselves my motherfucking any goddamn thing? They ain't my motherfucking representative. These fat, funky ass motherfuckers sitting out here and want to motherfucking hone in on a motherfucker when they sit there and see that somebody lost their daddy. You don't know what that feel like because guess what they told you? You motherfucker have to depend on an invisible daddy. And oh please. They build their whole system saying that they are non-biased. But if somebody really pay attention, these motherfuckers, socials, they used to sit there and stalk these black motherfuckers who they sit there and force on public housing. This is what they said. Motherfucker couldn't even couldn't even have somebody come through. And every once in a while, just check a little bit and see what's inside of a motherfucker. Couldn't even come around and even, guess what, make love to somebody. Shit, they got your ass in the streets. I understand that. You have nowhere to go. They done took your grandparents' house. They're supposed to, all that shit. I don't give a, or I can't find a job. That's too motherfucking far to be walking all that motherfucking way, back and forth. Motherfucker barely, guess what? Who's gonna sit here and sign these papers so I can get a motherfucking house loan? What white motherfucker around here gonna believe and sign so I can fucking get a house loan? I want to talk about women's suffrage out of this motherfucker. Or what you talk about, Holocaust or what? These motherfuckers sit here. Huh. Tell me I talk too much. I wonder why. Huh? These motherfuckers sit there and harass a motherfucker and make sure that you ain't got no man coming around this bitch. But then they say that's the milkman baby. But then they're going to introduce the medical field. And motherfucking food stamps. Well, they going to tell me, that black bitch over there, I want to make sure I got that name right. And I believe her name is Dr. motherfucking Carter. This bitch going to tell me, bitch, my daddy owned his house. But you rather for me to go rent a house and act like it's mine to fit your bliss. Every motherfucking skin in me ain't a motherfucking kin of me. I don't give a fuck who want to have high T, low T, motherfucking no T, titties, or whatever. Bitch, you will sit there and tell me that I'm no good because I was married. Bitch, I was married. How many? Bitch, I'm gonna tell you something, motherfucker. How many of your motherfucking patients that got their own motherfucker? Bitch, how many of y'all shacking up around this motherfucker, bitch? I was married, bitch. Not you ever motherfucking talk to me like that. And them motherfuckers whooped my ass at Wheaton Franciscan. And I was pregnant. That motherfucker, they want to make sure that that white man delivered my motherfucking baby. A black motherfucking doctor with the Department of Children and Family. That motherfucker said that because of all my motherfucking vitals, Dr. Alexander, all my motherfucking vitals, I wasn't sick. Them motherfuckers convinced her to say that I was mentally ill. Oh, that's going to give you an excuse to say that my womb is a hostile environment in case anybody smarting up around me and they ask why the fuck you induced my motherfucking labor and gave me a motherfucking epidural. All these premature motherfucking babies out here. How dare you sit here and call yourself a motherfucking hospital bitch and you was been supposed to shut down, but motherfucker keep giving you time and time again. Bitch, you ain't getting no motherfucking double jeopardy. You're not even getting charged the first time. Motherfuckers gonna motherfucking look away and guess what? Turn the other motherfucking cheek and every motherfucking thing else when it comes to you motherfuckers. But with me, you motherfuckers had the bitch standing between my legs and grab my motherfucking face. And for a bitch that y'all call so motherfucking unstable, I did not tear a hole in that motherfucking bitch. Short hair, I didn't know if she was gay or not, but I didn't give a fuck because she never sexually harassed me before. Never said anything motherfucking inappropriate. She was a goddamn doctor. I was so motherfucking shocked that day. Pregnant. I never even felt my motherfucking water break. That's why you bitches laughing at me like I'm less than a woman. Bitch, I'm more than a motherfucking woman. Now, and I don't give a fuck, but you bitch assholes talking that shit because you done dried up my blood. But guess what I tell you, white women that you sitting around, they playing like they got menopause. Guess what? They give your ass something to dry your blood. But maybe you bitches want it because you can't take it. Oh, crap. Oh, give some motherfucking medicine. Oh, you're some Midol. Oh, you got PMS. Bitch, what the fuck do you want? That ain't everybody's story though. You cannot associate me to be like that because all of these motherfucking teachers, mainly in this school, is white. So I have to be like them. I have to look up to these motherfuckers. No, I don't have to go out like that. Yeah. These motherfuckers fought me. I had to order pizza. I felt bad because the motherfucker that was supposed to call my sis, I never even told her that I kept it to myself, had an intimate moment. But I called her and she probably felt unappreciated because she probably motherfucker should have been called and said, hey, Static, come up here because I just had a baby. I'm about to have a baby. I call her and ask her could she pick up some motherfucking pizza. But guess what? Motherfuckers sit there and they want to pick and choose their position, and somebody like, bitch, I trusted you to bring me some motherfucking food though. They don't sacred, that shit ain't sacred to no motherfucking body. I just had a baby. I'm literally up here. I was half dead. They ain't categorized that shit like that. They paralyzed my legs. I was competing for my husband's attention in the hospital. He took so many pictures of that white woman with my baby. I had to ask him, please. And guess what? I looked fucked up and I guess jealous. I don't even know if I developed that motherfucking camera. Motherfuckers, you don't understand how I have had to motherfucking be a silent observer in my motherfucking life so these bitches can act like they something to feel important, to boost their motherfucking self-esteem because they daddy got it going on. Bitch, have you seen my daddy roller skate, bitch? And he looks so proud of me when he see me breastfeeding my baby. And never once did I ask him did he want a cup of motherfucking milk. Never gave back to me. And I ain't giving nobody my motherfucking blood. I don't have to. But I teach you how to grow your own now. Motherfuckers don't want to take that. You ain't got shit. I'm not pouring out my motherfucking blood for no motherfucker. I don't owe anybody shit. And I'm damn sure not gonna give it. What is it? I will go to work. I will make some motherfucking money. I will pay my goddamn bills. I don't have enough to go around. I don't even have enough blood for my goddamn self. I said what the fuck I said, though. Sit up here. And these motherfuckers had me on an individualized education plan. And you know what? How many motherfuckers smart ass children out here on the motherfucking individualized, I'm learning, education plan? I can't sit there with my son guardian and go over this shit so she can talk that shit to them. No, because I look stupid. It's fucked up out here. They wasn't talking to me about going to college or shit. Them niggas didn't give a fuck. I tested out. If I would have knew then what I knew now, I would have still been in motherfucking school till I was 25. Because that is the motherfucking, if you want to ask, that is the legal motherfucking age. You all or anybody, and what shit, I'm 40 and I'm out here, but I ain't gonna be your motherfucking child. And you ain't about to sit here and make me mentally ill so that I could be weak around this motherfucker and cannot make my way. I have to learn somehow. Motherfuckers tell me, stop yelling. I am alive. I have to do something with my energy. These motherfuckers out here doing anything and everything they can to do what? Then everything is a threat. They threatened by every motherfucking thing. Nigga, are you motherfucking serious? What the fuck do you believe how my motherfucking future looks when you and guess what? I'm about to tell you something. Was just a flour motherfucking tortilla. I'm gonna eat this shit. I had to call them. Hey. It's something now. Fuck y'all trying to tell me. That these motherfuckers out here are gonna be in charge of the motherfucking paperwork. Who is it? If you was about to teach somewhere, whole school sit there and told me, Jasmine Renee Davis, they interviewed me to become a teacher at their school. Yes, I did. I didn't need a teacher degree. This was in 2022. Yes, they sit up there and did, I believe. You want to know where I'm coming from? What is it? Show my opponent? I was never born to motherfucking go up against you, nigga. We ain't the same. Nigga, iron sharpens iron, they said. Nigga. Only time I was out there motherfucking winter with shorts on when I had a motherfucking car. Where's the fuck are my motherfucking? I had a fleet, bitch. I don't give a fuck how raggedy they was. They was mine. They cheated on every single car loan that I ever had. Them motherfuckers set me up for failure. Told me what car to get. I never got to pick out my own motherfucking car. And you guys want me to motherfucking... You a goddamn lie. Nigga. It was like, if I buy a car or see a car, it's like I can't stop. I be seeing so many of the same motherfucker around. I guess what y'all gonna find on the motherfucking DSM-5 or DSM-500? Huh? You gonna find a little ass nigga this over there while y'all talking about Cesar Chavez was a creep or a rapist. Nigga, y'all celebrating that motherfucker. I guess y'all, the motherfucking little motherfucking libraries around this bitch. But y'all gonna do, it's that works for you. I ain't worried about nobody poisoning the fuck out of me. Because they shouldn't. Yeah. Hey. These motherfuckers draining the motherfucker, making cell phones and shit. Listen, it's like 1,000 motherfuckers liking my video, right? But not 1,000 motherfuckers that I can see every day like me. I've had over 1,000 motherfucking family members before that I could knew each of them by name. I may not be able to motherfucker. I probably could say each of their names at once, but when I see each of them motherfucker, and guess what? I have to subtract now about 100 that I can call on their name, but can they answer? Straight up. I don't take that lightly. I don't take that shit for granted. I know that a motherfucker out here setting me up for failure. But I have to use everything as my motherfucking superpower because let me tell you something. I have self-control. These motherfuckers said life and death is where? In the power of the motherfucking tongue. I have my taste buds are right here on my motherfucking tongue. I'm not about to be out here lying for these motherfuckers to get a motherfucking free identification card because I don't have $28. Now, I can argue with these motherfuckers all day, though. It might take me a year. It might take me 2 years, right? But eventually, I get more than motherfuckers. What I can do is get me enough motherfucking education where I won't even need to use my motherfucking ID because motherfucker, what? Okay. Or I can motherfucking check that motherfucking voter motherfucker thing and just get the ID today and argue, why don't I have the money anyway? Why did I have to lie to you? No, I don't. But these motherfuckers sit out here too. Huh? What is this? What do you expect of your government? Do you expect them to be automatic organ donors? Because guess what? If you believe that you're going to keep running up in these motherfuckers' hospital and you don't have a motherfucking, as they say in this bogus, a living will to speak for your motherfucking self, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. And guess what they're trying to say? That Wisconsin is not even a next of kin motherfucking state. But you gonna try to sell me the idea that this motherfucker's supposed to be my mentor? You gonna try to sell me the idea that this motherfucker is supposed to be my teacher and will fail me? That was never my teacher. That was your motherfucking hater. Yo motherfucking hitman. Yo motherfucking bitch that's looking for a date. When her bitch ass can make enough money to be able to even afford to look my motherfucking way. Holla if you motherfucking hear me. Because goddamn motherfucker said that I am supposed to be, the name above all motherfucking names. A royal priesthood. I'm supposed to have all this education. Where I can sit up here and motherfucker, guess what? They police officers don't even have medals. Them motherfuckers can't make it through a motherfucking metal detector if it wasn't for that motherfucker gun and bullets them stupid ass motherfuckers carrying. Bitch, please. Why? Huh? As many motherfuckers I done seen them punk ass motherfuckers let walk straight through that motherfucking metal detector. You know why, right? Because the shit is illegal. I said, listen, Orlick High School, all these other motherfuckers, you sit here and you Kenosha too. How the fuck you sit out here and put metal detectors in a school and not a calisthenic motherfucking park? How? You are fucking a motherfucker head up before they even get to 7:30 in the motherfucking morning. And they didn't stay. Guess what? I told Renee today, I said she was talking to me about Donald Trump Sr. He's the United States of America president. He didn't been in motherfucking office 2 times. Yo, hi y'all. She's talking about that they trying to say, huh? Motherfucking Donald Trump didn't change the motherfucking Canadian motherfucker. What's the name of it? I don't know no more. I really don't give a fuck. I let it go in one after the other. Huh? And to the motherfucking American Lake. So I had to say, ain't nobody saying shit about Lake Michigan. A motherfuckers out here fighting, doing the best that they motherfucking can, trying to gain some kind of goddamn understanding. I don't have to let them vote for me. I don't have to let them speak for me. Anyway, I should be able to get my own education. One thing they use about me is that I'm not capable of learning. First of all, if a motherfucker high off of the fucking shit that they put in the drinking water, I can't, Tyrell, I can't even afford a motherfucking filter to motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? A Brita filter. But why should I have to have a Brita filter? Why do I need them to tell me about my own life where I be so motherfucking hungry I cannot even pay attention? And they tell me that how the fuck I still keep up in motherfucking conversation. But if I have a more interest, I'm gonna go with what is natural to me. These motherfuckers expect me to go with the latter. As if I'm living in my motherfucking last day. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. Huh? I am not my motherfucking ancestors. And where are my ancestors? I didn't sit there and watch. There are some cultures. How could you take a dead body from some? You know why? You motherfuckers sit there and give your loved ones or your family members to the hands of these motherfucking funeral directors, and then they do what the fuck that they want. Now they're in the hands of the funeral. Y'all saying that shit as if it's popular. You know what you got in front of you? Life. Do you know what you can do? How far you can make it? But them motherfuckers want to sell you a motherfucking nursing motherfucking degree where you sitting there practicing on plastic ass motherfuckers and believe that this was them motherfuckers gonna tell you when you in a motherfucking airplane too. If the plane going down, or listen to this. Hold on now. Just came up with this. If the plane is going down, even though somebody might want you to help them, listen, sit your ass right there in your motherfucking safety belt that they didn't probably harness your ass or can't get the motherfucking seatbelts unstuck because they might be modernized and motherfucking working off of motherfucking robotics or something. Hold on, motherfuckers. Triggered. Put the motherfucking air mask over yourself first so that you can motherfucking breathe and then say somebody like next to you. Never once did a motherfucker say, hop your ass into the motherfucker weird cabin and dry that motherfucker. They can access the engine and every motherfucking thing from the inside. Never once, because they know better than say some shit like that, because they'll start asking questions. How come these motherfuckers don't know? Bitch, you along for the motherfucking ride. They said the motherfuckers from 9/11 who blew up that. I don't give a fuck if it was a joke or not. Just like that shit in motherfucking Kenosha. You probably burned down that shit first of all to get rid of all that motherfucking shit. To build more build. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on. All the motherfuckers blew up their motherfucking cars. Where's the car lots now? You them motherfucker made that bitch a ghost town in some area. Motherfuckers expect to see that shit. These motherfuckers literally cannot even motherfucking expect someone to motherfucking learn. Look. I'm gonna put it like this because I'm thinking about some other shit. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna say something else. 9/11. They said, now this is what they said. Somebody said they taught them how to fly a plane. And I guess everybody else know what it is. Because I didn't know. And I walked the motherfucking library one day when I seen that shit on the motherfucking television at Mary D. motherfucking Bradford High School. They taught a motherfucker how to fly the plane, but didn't teach a motherfucker how to land the plane. Motherfuckers be trying to make me go nowhere fast. It's too much stuff out here that I can appreciate and not get in trouble for and not die about. To be prettier, to be happier, to be neater, to be more beautiful, to be more rich, to be successful. So this is okay. Look, the whole motherfucking articulation is who can have a temperament that is well enough to be able to obtain governmental motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever, money. The strong survive. Straight up. These motherfuckers set up for motherfucking failure. Motherfuckers. What? I have to continue to be myself. There's never gonna be any motherfucker that's gonna sit here and I have to repeat everything. A motherfucker's gonna say that They are knowing my next move before I get there because it is, bitch, where? Motherfuckers sitting there and will just say hi to me and have a fucked up motherfucking disposition because I had the nerve to say, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Oh, who else? You supposed to be before motherfucker? These I don't know. Calling my phone earlier during the motherfucking year this year, telling me how much they Jasmine Renee Davis, and they believed they was gonna keep talking to me any motherfucking kind of way. And I was not gonna tell them, stop calling my motherfucking phone. I don't need no more of you motherfuckers like that. I have to call places that I have to motherfucker call and go through this shit. I'm not gonna have you motherfucker acting like that I gotta take your shit. Badass motherfucker good ass kids that know enough to watch my motherfucking Facebook videos. And you believe that I'm supposed to sit up here and let your ass tell me that you the police? Yeah, because you were born knowing that you don't have to take no shit off of no motherfucking body. And that you are the authority of your motherfucking life. But you better keep it right the fuck there and let that shit marinate, nigga. Because it ain't gonna spill off into me. Because goddamn it, you ain't on what I'm on. I am not abusive. This is not a motherfucker joke. Motherfuckers looking, waging motherfucking war out here. I have to pee. Shit, ain't no motherfucking mistaken. I had to sit here and work hard like these motherfuckers. I'm in school with them. Only for them to sit here for so long and be promoted to a whole nother country and act like they in an embassy. Bitch, you ain't about to practice on me. Where can I talk? The artificial intelligence can hold a motherfucking conversation better than punk ass motherfuckers can. Oh, you just here? Oh, I just started. Oh, well, if you just started, bitch, you ain't got no fatigue. You ain't forget shit. If you just started, you should already motherfucking know. They come with the weakest. I cannot believe these motherfuckers. I watched the movie Dumb and Dumber. Them motherfuckers had somewhere that they had to go. Them motherfuckers went through all kinds of shit. And eventually they was riding on the motherfucking little motorcycle. I don't remember the whole motherfucking movie like that. I just remember some parts of it. But I watched that motherfucker, right? Um, who was it? Was that Will? I don't know. But I know it's Jim Carrey. Somebody. Same motherfuckers and funny ass motherfuckers though, right? These motherfuckers pissed in the cold so bad that the motherfuckers was frozen next to one another. They had somewhere to go. Fuck. You in that big of a motherfucker hurry to get there that you gonna sit there and that's just great. Them motherfucker went somewhere and didn't even know how to work the motherfucking toilet and shit in the places that they went to. You ever seen Trading Places? My dad had the motherfucking movie. And he had Night Patrol. And Superfly. Where is my daddy shit? Maybe that's what he should have been motherfucking watching instead of y'all motherfuckers putting a motherfucking feed into. Sometimes you have to be reminded. Renee said some shit about Mexican motherfucking bingo. It's been a long time. But you know what? She did have motherfucking Mexican bingo. Motherfuckers used to play that shit. Motherfuckers used to have to do a lot of shit. What the fuck do that have to do? Motherfucker got to still do that shit to this day. It's other shit to fucking do. I want to motherfucking build a helicopter. I want a motherfucking BMW. It's a word. They got a long ass word for it. I want to build my own motherfucking shit. I want to see if there's another word besides sanctuary because no, I'm talking. If I tell, let me tell you something. I gotta pee. It's getting on my nerves. That's how much I have to pee now. Sometimes, the way that I feel about some shit, I can't stand that I have to go different places and ask them again for something. No motherfucking well that if I had my way, I might not go there in the first place. I'm not gonna motherfucking lie about it. Where is my motherfucking? I don't even know what my goddamn. Oh shit! I just got some goddamn cayenne pepper in my eye. I started feeling like I had motherfucker head pain on my shit. Artificial intelligence. I kept telling them, describing something to me. Like I was describing it. They keep saying that it's a sanctuary. How the fuck am I telling you all this different stuff about a building or this or that, and you motherfuckers keep describing it as sanctuary? I gotta have it for myself. But that does not mean that I cannot admire these things, right, from my own. Sometimes it's all about religion. Okay? It's not. Like they say, are you a vegan? No, I'm not. I just choose not to eat this or that or whatever, right? Sometimes motherfuckers sit there. See, there was something in the Bible where they did talk about what? I don't know. So I've been told, right? They reference these Greek gods, and they reference how these motherfuckers like Aristotle was mentored by this one and that one. And these are motherfuckers who have paid away. These motherfuckers were there BC. What is it now? AD. You all motherfuckers might be living AD. I haven't figured out what the fuck this shit is yet. And that you gotta have to realize that. I don't have to accommodate you motherfuckers. Why? How come you get to pick your major and you're gonna tell me that, I have to be a motherfucking Christian? I don't get it. Or I have to motherfucker be a police officer or a goddamn certified nursing assistant. Really ain't shit else I could do. Them motherfuckers would rather make me a killer. And that's what the fuck they try. For what? Because a motherfucker do not need a motherfucking degree to figure out that what? You shall reap what you sow. And what I want to do is motherfucker make a plan. Why is it that these motherfuckers, yeah, I like my motherfucking covers. I'll be one to be warm. These motherfuckers sit there and they'll pull their goddamn rug out at any given time. Don't you fuck with them motherfuckers. And that's why, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers don't be playing. I gotta pee. They don't be playing. You ain't gonna never motherfucker have them motherfuckers. They have too many expectations for their religion. Ain't these motherfuckers ain't gonna play with them. But these black churches, all this stuff, you the ones that want to fucking sit and work in them factories. These other Christian ass motherfuckers. But I'm gonna tell you something. They ain't how them motherfuckers live off of themselves. They got kingdoms and everything. They get that motherfucking money, that real motherfucking money, that goddamn gold. Because who's gonna put up with a motherfucker every so often? You gotta pull out a motherfucking rug to pray on. Yeah, because that's how the fuck, if that's what you want, make room, motherfucker. Huh? Prince Ali, fabulous he, Hollywood Bible. Motherfucker, stop playing. They'll do anything to a motherfucker if you let them. Don't motherfucker act like you have not been told, but don't act like your motherfucking ass don't goddamn know. Them motherfuckers sit out there, they own their stores, they got gas stations, they are motherfucking in an ownership motherfucking position because that's what the fuck they know that this shit is built on. Ain't no way, none of this shit, not any of it, is built on dependency. You motherfuckers came up with that shit to divide and conquer with y'all motherfucking what? Please. Divide and conquer democracy. They didn't brought bureaucracy. Oh, what the fuck y'all keep on teaching me all these stupid ass words for? Shit. I be knowing when I'm about to be menstruating soon because I be feeling my womb be getting up there. And they don't give a fuck about shit. No, I'm not about to play with these motherfuckers out here at all. Goddamn it. Motherfuckers, these children should be out here. Ain't no motherfucking way they got a bedtime. I'm about to wake up when I feel like it. First of all, I don't give a fuck if I just wake up enough time to get me something to motherfucking eat. And I was just scratching between the crack of my ass. Nigga. Who motherfuckers sit out here and send they motherfucking babies to school at any given motherfucking time and they eat one time a day, barely anything. Y'all sweatshop ass motherfuckers. I'd rather not. I know motherfucker know that I'm telling something. Motherfucker say, go tell it on the mountain. Over the hills and everywhere. Oh, tell it on the mountain. Huh? That Jesus Christ was born. What the fuck is Jesus? That's the great debate. And kids say the darndest motherfucking things. Now, these motherfuckers tell me I can't argue with them. I cannot make a demand. What the fuck can I do? Bitch, you expecting me to be gone lost? You ain't even old enough to even know who the fuck I am, bitch. Huh? You ain't paid the cost to be, bitch. You don't have any prerequisites to be here. Them motherfuckers sit there and cheated y'all. You ain't passed no test, bitch. Your ass ain't. You cheated, bitch. Fraud ass motherfucker. Just like Gateway gonna tell me I can be an engineer. Don't worry about my math test. They gonna handle that. Of course you is. Because in my father's house, there are many mansions. And if it was not, motherfuckers wouldn't have said it was motherfuckers. So. You know better. Cause it's a bigger motherfucker. We got bigger fish to fry. Do you? Is it plastic oil, motherfucker, or seed oil, grape oil, olive oil, vegetable oil? What kind of oil? How about motherfucking Holy Ghost power oil? The kind a motherfucker rub. I said, did these motherfuckers sit up there and massage some goddamn gasoline into my motherfucking hair, bitch? I hopped up out that motherfucker where I said, oh, I washed my motherfucking head out. So it took me to ride home to motherfucking catch on. And I'm still not mad. Because I don't know their beliefs. And if a motherfucker got the power, anything out here is supposed to be for what? Greater is he that is in me than who? That is in this motherfucking world. All this shit that they say is illegal, it can all be purchased separately. It's what you choose to do with it. You motherfuckers ain't gonna sit here and hold me back because of what I say. You cannot punish me for my goddamn thoughts. I can think the worst, nastiest, cruelest shit and never do the shit. Ain't no motherfucking way you gonna tell me that you about to motherfucker make me go out like a motherfucking sucker. And then they used to have them suckers with that motherfucking bubble gum in the motherfucking middle. Damn, I can't chew this in class. I can't chew this at school. I damn sure can't chew this at church. I ain't about to get no motherfucking sucker with no motherfucking gum. Set up and fail your ass, bitch. Where can I motherfucking eat this shit at? I have not chewed no motherfucking gum. Since high school, never. I was smoking weed one day, almost choked. It was a Mexican nigga up in there. This black bitch that was supposed to be my friend. Kicked it with that bitch damn near every motherfucking day and found out she really didn't like me after all. So what? It was some business motherfucking shit. I was working. She was working. I'd rather say that than any motherfucking thing else. Because the motherfucker had a better work ethic than she had a motherfucking compassion to be a real motherfucking friend. Now, and I'm not jacking. I ain't lying. And I don't want that motherfucking relationship. Kicking it like a motherfucker. Never once did a motherfucker sit here and see me out here drinking. All these bitches who, same hoes are saying, tell me the truth. Not any of y'all can ever say that I got violent with y'all. I didn't motherfucker got lit like a motherfucker, like a goddamn Christmas tree. I was so high one motherfucking time at somebody's house. I see motherfucking, let me tell you something. I wasn't expected. I was at my dad's, you know what I'm saying? Went over their house afternoon, kicked it with them. Shit. I had gifts at my dad's house, right? This is probably when I was probably like 17 or 18 probably, right? Probably. Okay. My dad, shit. He know I know where the fuck. I've had keys to my dad's house. I'm used to carrying my keys, y'all. So I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be in the field to find. I want some keys, but I'm not about to go to True Value and buy a whole bunch of uncut motherfucking keys just to look. Cause you know what? But I was making my babies carry them keys. Cause one thing, they ain't gotta sit here and carry no motherfucking pacifier. They can carry some motherfucking keys. They ain't gotta carry no motherfucking rattle, bitch. They gonna carry a book. There ain't no judge out here for you, bitch. Judge your motherfucking self. Swear to God. And I do not give a fuck, and I don't give a damn. I want to make it make sense. I want them to know that they ain't the only motherfucking property that a motherfucker gonna call on, nigga. I'm gonna count my motherfucker and address this shit. I cannot motherfuckers sit out here. And guess what? Motherfucking open, get a motherfucking tax ID number without a motherfucking proper goddamn address. So everywhere I'm at right now, I can have 10 steps and have 9 of those 10 and motherfucking miss out on the motherfucking deadline or whatever it is, because one step is I don't have a place, and they design that shit like that. You know why? Because these motherfuckers are community. But they're gonna say, oh, for 30 days I can have a mail to come, my mail comes to the post office. That's it. After that, these bitches return it sender. I'm not about to have my shit to go to your motherfucking food stamp office so you can keep acting like you own me, punk ass motherfucker. I don't got no motherfucking friends from school. I don't have shit. I want my own motherfucking address. Then these niggas sit there. How the fuck you got one building with an address and then they got all these physical addresses? They learn every motherfucking thing that they want to learn to have all these motherfucking properties because these niggas build their own motherfucking country. They're a city within a city. You ain't gonna never motherfucking tell me that I cannot be Jasmine Renee Davis. I don't want your free lunch. These motherfuckers took damn near driving out the fucking schools. Home economics is where motherfuckers can't even sew a fucking pillow. A motherfucker can't even take a goddamn paper cut. They send their ass to the emergency room and then they come. How the fuck you diagnosed with motherfucking sclerosis of the liver from a goddamn paper cut? What the fuck? Bitch, you better motherfucking level this goddamn ground up in this motherfucker, all this mold and shit on this motherfucking x-ray machine, goddamn it. Cause your shit is off. And I ain't gonna sit here and say your ass cheated, but I'm gonna tell you your ass is dirty than a motherfucker, bitch. Clean this bitch up. You want to test them floors up so a motherfucker can buy this bitch good. Because I'm not buying it. I'm not taking your motherfucking disease. I'm not taking your motherfucking shots. Not another motherfucker. And y'all bogus as hell. I said I don't want my baby having any of that shit. And y'all motherfucker want to keep doing it. But just like I haven't said anything. I look down at myself. I promise you, it was all my doing. Because they weren't saying, hey, drink this. They weren't saying, hey, drink that. I was drinking this. Motherfucker over there happened to come with their own bottles. I was not, I never had any money for liquor. I was always making sure it kept a motherfucker company. I rock the party that rocks the party. Please now. I motherfucker do my part, what I've been known best to do. I didn't grow up in a house where motherfuckers was getting drunk and fucked up. I grew in a house where motherfuckers was having motherfucking get-togethers and family reunions and motherfucking baseball tournaments and motherfucking committee meetings and motherfuckers visitors and motherfuckers shit like that. Motherfucking mowing on the grass and shoveling the snow, going motherfucking tobogganing and sledding and shit like that. Nigga, I learned this shit from the streets on my motherfucking own. You ain't better than me. I'm better than you at any motherfucking thing I put my mind to. And that's why these motherfuckers try to give me that spinal tap where they weren't supposed to. All these dizzy ass bitches, this ain't Grey's Anatomy, motherfucker. Your ass gonna get in trouble. This ain't gonna be no Grey Sloan. This is gonna be, motherfucker, listen. Here. I'd rather make that hospital a motherfucking parking lot than act like you didn't gave me something, bitch, and then come and try to take it back when you didn't find out that you could be drunk and try to steal because of what I didn't sign up for through an uninformed consent or some punk ass religion that I know. That is not my motherfucking fight. And if I want to motherfucking defend somebody, I would get paid for it. And they're gonna motherfucker. Listen, I'm not gonna be liable for your shit, but I'm gonna tell the truth. What is it that you want? And how can I teach you to speak for yourself? And never will be a motherfucking attorney to somebody that I lie on their ass or that they can never, that I don't build them to be strong so that they can face some punk ass niggas that got voted in and then abuse their goddamn vote. You got motherfuckers right here that didn't even ask to be somewhere where they were called and they have showed the motherfuckers self that they can continue to learn. You bitches can't do shit right. I looked down and guess what? I was wearing a blue motherfucking shirt and somebody I didn't pack a bag. I wasn't planning on spending the night. I was only going around. I was having fun. Shit, motherfuckers like, well, you might as well spend the night, Jay. What? Shit, fuck it. I spend the night. I look down and I had to blink twice because I swear I seen motherfucking green and motherfucking red or blue and red. I was wearing blue or green and I saw the other motherfucking color. Let me tell you something. There's a class that I was trying to take at Concordia University to teach me about colors for real. I was not hard like that in elementary. I should have learned better. I'll tell you something. There's a lot of motherfuckers who are going through deprivation to put a lot of motherfuckers on life support. And no, they can't all do it for free. And this is sometimes why they may have a Pell Grant here, but they're not it ain't enough money. Them Pell Grants should be at least motherfucking $20,000 motherfucking dollars straight up. Come on, let's stop. That ain't no motherfucking money. 500, 600, that ain't no motherfucking money. Stop lying to these motherfuckers like it's motherfucking 1901 or something. Nigga, that motherfucking dollar ain't even solid like it used to be. The fuck do you mean? This is not enough motherfucking money. Show me the motivation so I can learn this shit, so I can focus, so I can buy some motherfucking food. It's always a problem. You cannot convince me to join your shit. Why the fuck I'm gonna sit here and separate myself to have sex with you or to join your shit? You're not showing me I can do bad by myself. But you know they got a diary of a mad black woman. But weeping may endure for a night though. But joy coming in the morning, baby. Ain't no motherfucking doubt about it. But I did say baby and bitch. So pick whatever the fuck you want. That's how I feel. And guess what? Don't have to take shit about me because these are my feelings. I don't know any of you motherfuckers at all. All I can do is describe. I can never be too sure because I don't know the name of your game. If it's a game, I don't know shit about you. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't have any reference. All I know is to be grateful. So if I'm going to be grateful, I'm gonna have something to be grateful for because I am not stupid. And then guess what? Mama didn't raise no motherfucking fool. I don't give a fuck if fool means the intelligent one or not. Mama didn't raise a fool any motherfucking way. It ain't no motherfucking mama's baby and daddy's maybe. I had my motherfucking daddy. I was a daddy's girl, maybe. A tomboy, bitch. Don't motherfucking play with me. Never did I have to be accustomed to none of y'all gender assignments or shit. Now what? I wasn't wearing no motherfucking training bra. I had a chest. I didn't start wearing motherfucking girl socks until, first of all, there's only girl socks that I had, promise you, was the ones with the lace around it. And them motherfuckers wasn't no everyday thing. Like I would wear them every day now. Huh? See, you don't know me. And them motherfuckers didn't come from around here. Motherfuckers was shipping them to me. And guess what? They didn't come too far from my daddy, motherfucking mama's, motherfucking daddy's motherfucking children. Now, so listen, I have to ask you motherfuckers for shit. But y'all better be careful who y'all try to marry into the motherfucking family. And I don't have a family. But never am I supposed to be insecure. Never would you ever have to choose your motherfucking aunt-in-law over your motherfucking cousin. But guess what? I never have to let you tell me that I cannot pick who I want to motherfucking favor and who the fuck I don't. You better believe it. If I am not motherfucking proving myself and the motherfucker been around or whatever, guess what? I'm gonna motherfucking care. I mean, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I was about to say love. Listen, I'm gonna give a fuck about what I give a fuck about. Now, straight up. Let's see what's this. I try my best. I can't always describe something because I always have to also hold the confidence of somebody else too. I always have to consider somebody else because that's who I am. And also, I'm not about to sit here and burn somebody at the motherfucking stake. I cannot sit out here and prove that I give a fuck about you. I cannot sit out here and prove that I give a fuck about somebody else. Oh, I gotta do something. Shit. I don't mean any disrespect. Sometimes if I say the bitch word, it is not the same bitch that I would call a motherfucker who fucked me over. It could be an emotion. Let me make that motherfucking clear. But I'm sure if a motherfucker is on any level close to motherfucker even trying to compare some shit, then they will motherfucking understand that because I never motherfucker. What? The slightest motherfucking move, I could be on either side of any motherfucking where. These motherfuckers said like this. They said they desegregated, but they never integrated in these motherfucking schools. Hello? So if a motherfucker sits there and spy on me and there's a mole, they don't make you my motherfucking peer. They don't make you my motherfucking homie. That just means I got a little closer to the other side of the track. But just like that, I can get my ass kicked. Soon as the motherfucker U.S. Marshals decide not to show up to take my black ass to class, it's a wrap. All the motherfuckers have to do is say they don't want to pay me anymore. All the motherfuckers want to say is they don't want to teach me. And they change their mind. They don't even want to keep that motherfucker. They don't even want to be a U.S. Marshal anymore. Now, which one of these motherfuckers gonna be bold enough to motherfucker make sure I get to school and make sure that they bring their motherfucking shield so them motherfuckers won't throw spitballs on me? Because goddamn it, I do not want to cross contaminate. And he having a heebie because I'm too motherfucking pretty to be having them motherfucking put they nasty ass white motherfucking black water fountain the fuck on me. Fuck. If guess what? Why the fuck would you motherfucking put the white motherfucking water fountain so close to the black motherfucking water fountain? Because if that water get motherfucking good, it might spray up a little bit. Or somebody might say, damn, you've been drinking the water long enough. Push I gotta get some too. It ain't enough. Not there. But guess what? It's somewhere. It's enough. Don't you tell me who told you that you was motherfucking naked. Yeah. Please now. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense, but I have to release some of this shit from my motherfucking soul. And if you don't motherfucking like it, guess what? I got one life to live. And then I'm here. Huh? Because that's all I got. Motherfuckers don't even want me to change my motherfucking ways. Motherfucker can't even go to the next motherfucking chapter. Do you know? Fine. Where is my motherfucking Super Nintendo then? I would play Super Mario All-Stars on that ass until motherfucker I figure out what to do next. And then I fuck around and teach Tyrells. No. Huh? See, I get out here and talk that motherfucker shit, but what I don't have to do is brag, because then I don't want to make you all jealous because you're not my God. See, but you all motherfuckers already know that you're envious. Right? Is that true? Yes, I have to do a better motherfucking way of talking as far as communicating. I take that to a whole nother motherfucking level. So this is what I want to talk about. See, let me say this. I am not that strong. I know that, right? Well, my dad have this brother, right? And he made banana pudding. If you want to talk that shit, get the story. Get the story. Get you some motherfucking appropriate shit that a motherfucker can feel, okay? Get you some motherfucking real in this motherfucking shit today. Okay? Look, the motherfucker said he can make the best motherfucking banana pudding better than anybody. Everybody know good and damn well. Huh? My dad brother makes some great ass motherfucker banana pudding. Son would say he put his motherfucking foot in it. That shit was kind of making me concerned sometimes. So, they say don't be in grown folks conversation. So I was always tough, but I was always the one that could sit there and have a motherfucker talk to my motherfucking self and have a imaginary friend too. They say that that's healthy. Nah. But I don't have any friends. So, bitch, if you want to charge me with something, where's the fuck is my Barney bag? And can you, motherfucker, sunny days. Oh! Listen, sweeping the clouds away on our way to where the air is clean. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? What? Where everything is a-okay. Where everything is a-okay. Where everything is a-okay. You're not going to fool, or I mean, you are not gonna. They got Oscar the Grouch, they got Big Bird, they got all the motherfuckers sit up there at Sesame Street. Motherfucker, you not gonna come and try to steal motherfucking Sesame Street's deed to their motherfucking house. You're not gonna steal they motherfucking great granddaddy's string of pearls, nigga. You're not getting it. You're not gonna come looking like somebody, bitch. Huh? And say that you are a long lost cousin at motherfucking Sesame Street. Motherfucking Sesame Street has been brought to you. Sesame Street has been brought to you by the letter A. Huh? Shit, they got Tickle Me motherfucking Elmo out here. I ain't about to just laugh. Motherfucker, give me something that I can motherfucking feel. Ain't no goddamn way that these motherfuckers believe that I have to laugh at they motherfucking jokes, that I have to not go off the motherfucking book. Nigga, you coming to me, motherfucker, guess what? I got cable. I don't have to have no motherfucking syndicated motherfucker. What is it? Radio? I don't have to have no public motherfucking broadcast, nigga. I don't have to have shit. Because this is the song that never ends. They say, yes, it goes on and on. Well, some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever. Just because it is the song that never motherfucking. You're not going to sit here and all you bitches going to try to pick a number to bully the fuck out of me. There's, bitch, guess what? You want to stand and need a prayer, bitch? That's one thing. But if you believe that I'm going to be your motherfucking sacrifice, I don't even fucking know you, bitch. I don't owe you shit. Bitch, I never kissed you. You never fingered me. It wasn't shit that you ever motherfucking did. I don't want to be your motherfucking nothing. I don't want to even eat at your motherfucking restaurant. I just bit my motherfucking tongue. I want to get stronger and build my motherfucking muscles. I don't want to be able to motherfucking poke my motherfucking chest out one day and I look in the mirror and my motherfucking shit look big, and then 2 days later I look at my shit. No, I don't want no motherfucking fake ass motherfucking hormones. I want some real motherfucking hormones. If I'm going to get horny, motherfucker, I want to feel that shit in my motherfucking belly. I don't want you to be just talking to me, brainwashing me, and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, turning me on. Bitch, I'm already turn up. See, I don't know what you motherfuckers are focused on, but I am focused on me. I do not need to sit up here and let you motherfuckers decide for me where if you have something convincing, like, okay, Kenosha Police Department, I don't fucking like them. I don't. You know why I don't like them? Because I don't. I don't even like the clothes that they wear now. Guess what? Everybody motherfucking know that I don't have to like a motherfucking thing. I don't even get along with them though. And guess what? They may tell you that they get along with me. Them motherfuckers tried to tell me on June 12, 1986. Here I come. Motherfuckers, look, they tried to motherfucking tell me on June, it's only a June 12, 1986. Ain't no other ain't no other yes it is. But it was my motherfucking birthday, right? So if every day of my life is June 12th, 1986, I can prove that. These motherfuckers, that's my own holiday. And these motherfuckers is trying to throw me in jail because I wanted to follow. I was there. It wasn't that I was trying to show out and upstage y'all. Yes, I was fucking there, and I didn't have to be there. But y'all motherfuckers had this stupid ass bitch coming and lying to me, and went and told the motherfucking coastline bus to keep it pushing, and the bitches never showed up, and I could not get back to motherfucking Racine. But I don't give a fuck. I was happy to wake up in Kenosha. Guess what? But this nigga, one of these motherfuckers who they sent off to get a little extra education, they gonna come out and try to arrest me. I was already about to go. You know what this nigga gonna lie and say, or maybe it is. He said that they are tired of me. This nigga said that they have to deal with me every motherfucking day. That's what he said. They deal with me every day. What the fuck do you mean? If you are working on my case every day, never once, and then this is another problem that I have, okay? Plain and motherfucking simple is this. If I call you at your job and I report to you and tell you that it is a problem, you don't wait for me to do the motherfucking paperwork. You file your paperwork because you know. And then a lot of you motherfuckers be mandated reporters because you probably feel soon as they're gonna tell right back on your ass. So guess what? Motherfucker, look, huh? Hark, who goes there ass? Motherfucker, listen, this ain't gonna be no motherfucking Romeo and Juliet. I'm not a martyr. I'm not jumping off no motherfucking cliff to prove my undying love. Because guess what? First thing is this, I'm not dying. Second thing is, I don't plan to die. Huh? The third thing is this. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker jump off a cliff at the same time. Guess what? It's no guarantee that the next motherfucker is going to die. And it's no guarantee that I am going to motherfucker. Make it make sense. Fuck you. Huh? Who the fuck is the third party around this bitch? Huh? No goddamn body. Every motherfucker for their goddamn self. Motherfuckers will say, I pray for you. You pray for me, and watch God change things. Woo. Woo. That is the motherfucker, because somebody trusts somebody some motherfucking where. I know all that I got. Now, I didn't learn. Now, I can motherfucker show you a little something. No, these motherfuckers sitting there raping children. Raping anybody that they get their hands on. And then gonna have the nerve to tell me that I cannot be offended. And then expect me to motherfucker fuck just because I didn't fuck before. Nigga, I ain't fucking shit. I ain't feeling no fuck. I feel more motherfucker aroused when I somebody motherfucker cross my motherfucking mind. Do I ever cross your mind? Anytime. Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? Yes. I be fucked up sometimes. I be motherfucking want to punch the damn floor doors, motherfucking style. Where's my motherfucking hammer I had? I was walking around with this bitch with a Jasmine motherfucking keychain and a Thor hammer. Yes, it did. All the motherfuckers went and make sure that motherfucker had all the motherfucking rings so that he can have his hands the way he's. Motherfucker, listen. I ain't got no jewelry. I got the jewelry. I ain't wearing the jewelry. Got the jewelry in me. Eat the pussy for my nerves, motherfucker. Huh? Let my daddy smoke the weed. That's the thing that keep him happy ass motherfuckers now. Look. Until you find out you talk all that shit and you still a man. Why? Because you commercialize this shit. I understand that you're working. I don't have no motherfucking role models. I could look up to somebody. But I can tell you, and I can swear, that sometimes if I just ever just get, if I just put myself in a position, I would swear that somebody was made for me and that I was made for somebody else. Until I understand, listen, I can tailor my own life. I can be the one to always be here for myself. I would never have to question anything. Motherfuckers could come in and out of my life. And guess what? I'll give you the key. I'll leave the porch light on. Matter of fact, I will leave the door open for you. Matter of fact, guess what? I will build you your own motherfucking wing. Motherfucker, you could be the air beneath my motherfucking wings. Guess what? But I still have to make sure that I have breath in my goddamn body. I don't want to suck yours out of you. See, I'm not going to sit here and be stupid for any motherfucking body. But I can't choose. I am not impressed. And I am not about to force somebody to arrest their motherfucking development just because you motherfuckers are hot and horny and want to see a freak show. Bring the circus back to town and see what the fuck happened. You bitches hating. You don't want to see that? All you parks and recreation hating ass bitches will never want nobody else to get the motherfucking attention. You hate for a motherfucker to look at them hoes a little bit too hard. Hey, look at me, look at me. Bitch, I've been wanting motherfucking attention. Been wanting motherfucker look at me, motherfucker. It ain't stopped. Guess what? I'm gonna make sure that I'm something that a motherfucker can look at. Because I want to be seen. Huh? But I don't have to be motherfucking viewed as a dead motherfucking body casket motherfucking shark. Damn it. Straight up. I'm so goddamn hungry too. I used to worry until I found out that I have nothing to worry about. I know what I'm going through. I know how I feel. I know how to fix it. But I had to get there. I am not wondering. And everything that wonders is not lost. You motherfuckers sitting here trying to hurry me through my life so that you don't miss the motherfucking scene. You better stream, bitch. And then if you don't got enough money, enroll your ass in school and get that motherfucking student discount. Get your motherfucking prime motherfucking discount, bitch. You get on a good shit, motherfucking lollipop. It's a nice trip to the motherfucking candy shop. Do you know what candy really is? You motherfuckers mean to tell me that you gonna let them motherfuckers cheapen you and you gonna be that far away from what the fuck candy really is that you gonna sit here and let them motherfuckers convince you that it's a candy store and all this shit. You know what? It's just enough for these how many more you'll be surprised how many motherfuckers strung out on here around out here that they'll rather have that fake ass sugar. They hurry up and boost them up and then you'll motherfucking have somebody motivate your ass and tell you that they care about you just enough. These motherfuckers sit out there and got narcon shots and every motherfucking thing else out in this bitch. You got motherfucking crackheads right now functioning, but we need that motherfucking sweet hard candy. You got motherfuckers sitting up there that some motherfucking hospital didn't convince them motherfuckers that they are diabetic or to eat this and 0 calories. Bitch, that is energy. And the only thing that keep them sitting through a motherfucking church service is a motherfucking peppermint or some motherfucking goddamn butterscotch. Because they believe in something. If you want to take me out my motherfucking element, I have to have something to believe in. But then when I turn that motherfucking page and it's a hole there where you have snatched out all the motherfucking pages, bitch, you got some explaining to do today. Oh yeah. You're closed. Oh yeah, it's a Friday. I had to wait till Monday to see a judge. Mm-mm. But when you look at this motherfucker shit, it's not only in the church. Huh? When you look at this shit and you realize that it ain't only in the motherfucking schools. When you look at that these motherfuckers crossing enemy lines left and motherfucking right and gonna expect me to motherfucking be like that and not find my motherfucking self somehow. Listen, I've always been myself. You motherfuckers expelled me out of every motherfucking thing that I was supposed to. Listen, I've got expelled out of motherfuckers out of elementary school, Geezy Elementary. That bitch ain't there no more. They probably trying to build some apartments or some houses over there. Yeah. Racine, Wisconsin. It spelled me out of fucking public school first. You know, Racine and Kenosha be doing the same shit to me. They be tit for tat. They want to make sure that I motherfucking know. So, they used to go together. Racine and Kenosha used to go together. I be looking at this shit. Bitch, I been back and forth to motherfucker Racine, Kenosha. But now you bitches in Kenosha and Racine, nah, you don't got shit to say to me. I know you don't. Bitch, I didn't ask for this shit. I'm not motherfucking new to this shit. I'm true to this shit. But I want more than this. Your goals is been what the fuck I had to motherfucking do. You understand that? Huh? And your ass stay right where the fuck you want to be. But bitch, I got some other things. I got plans. I'm not gonna get myself into dead issues. That thing. Let me tell you something. Please. I'm going to take you here. TD Jakes has a daughter named Sarah. Sarah Jakes, bitch. Sarita Jakes, TD Jakes has a motherfucking daughter. And I used to listen to Sarah Jakes. Not because I want to be like Sarah Jakes. No. Don't ever get that twisted. Because it's like a friendly voice. Motherfucker can understand what you're saying. You're saying some real shit. And I kind of get where you're coming from. I understand, right? So now, Sarah Jakes said something. She's talking about this dead thing. She talk about, now I don't know the story. Motherfucker had to look. Ain't no motherfucking, because I'm gonna tell you something. Facts can be a motherfucking lie. So they fact check some shit. Bitch, please. Y'all keep why these motherfuckers laughing their ass. These motherfuckers talking about they laugh their ass all the way to the motherfucking grave. Oh really? Who's gonna be there? They didn't say to their grave. Maybe they did. Who the fuck is out here? They gonna catch David Crowley ass up and motherfucker. They gonna understand. Listen, David Crowley, what is so motherfucking important about you legalizing marijuana? You got this motherfucking propaganda or this skit and all this shit. Yeah, I understand. But y'all doing a lot of motherfucking emotional motherfucking compromise out here. You want to keep legalizing marijuana instead of motherfucker understanding why so many motherfuckers. You think that motherfucker, if they had a choice to have $1 million that you can make sure to talk about or some motherfucking dope to smoke. First of all, a motherfucker is bored as shit to fuck around here. Steady getting flushed down the motherfucking mass incarceration, school to pipeline, have to wait till everybody motherfucking catch up. Because united we stand, divided motherfucker, if you know what I'm saying, we fall. Hell no. I'm not with you, punk ass one. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for any motherfucking thing. Okay? And then motherfucker want to talk about Tom Tiffany. Tom Tiffany motherfucker talking I from the commercials. I don't know what not, but I motherfucker find that they both got some strength and they both on some punk ass shit. But Tom Tiffany like he's not about to play with these motherfuckers coming around here trying to trick motherfuckers out their motherfucking houses and shit. And they goddamn money. And then y'all motherfuckers talking, oh, they're making the rich richer and listen, the rich is supposed to get richer. God damn it, you're gonna have to decide if you're gonna be rich or poor. There's always gonna be rich, but they don't always have to be motherfucking poor. You stupid ass motherfucker. Everybody got a job to do. Somebody gotta learn how to be rich. Please, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Some motherfucking body have to be motherfucking rich around here.
I come through that your wagon.
When? Oh, you must have been moving pretty fast if you didn't see this wagon out here and shit. Okay. What you trying to shit? What you trying to what? What you on? You want me to stretch? You want to stretch? Or you want you? I'll be here for some time.
I miss you. You got a very good intellect.
You should never have to miss me because I was just trying to ask you what it is that you were looking for. Did you register for med school yet or what? What the fuck are you doing? I didn't say that you were.
I'll come and talk to you and drink my beer and have a good time.
I'm not worried about it. I said I'll be here for a while, but I'm not gonna stand here and wait for you to come back forever.
I just want to do my thing.
If you don't see me right here, you know what I'm saying, whenever you decide to come, anything can come out. I'll be here some other time. But I try to wait around for a little bit. I was about to say to maybe like 7:15 or 7:30 because I got to charge my phone. But anyway, so I don't know what that means. But look, Sarah Jakes Roberts though. Look, I don't get involved with all them motherfuckers' marriages and shit or nothing. I'm gonna tell you just like that because that is not my thing. Okay, that is not my thing, and I'm not gonna be forced into somebody else's shit. So when a motherfucker get through, I'm just Jasmine Renee Davis. Okay, but it is what it is. But at that time, it was I don't listen to your videos. I don't understand. I understand. I already know you out there, motherfucker. I don't understand how you broke it goddamn that, but that ain't my motherfucking problem either. Some bullshit, but oh well. Sarah Jakes said like this. How, I don't know it verbatim, but this is what I remember. There was a situation where somebody was walking through something, right? And it was a problem out there. And I'm sure many know the story so much better than I know it. And probably even better than I heard it. But there was carcasses out there, lions, and they were dead things or whatever. Right? But somebody had did something or whatever. The story is out there, and it wasn't my story to tell. And I'm not gonna be here and sing somebody else's song better than them. I'm just not. I feel where I'm coming from. No matter if I try to keep up with the flow or whatever. But saying I want to be instrumental in my own life. But whatever happened with like perhaps a lion, and I don't know if it's symbolic or not. But check it out. There was somebody had put their hands inside the lion and there was some honey in there. I guess they were hungry or something was happening. They were going through a situation, and they probably weren't even supposed to touch it or whatever, but they decided that they were just going to try. Now, this has been 10 years ago that I heard the story, and I look at things a lot different. I process my information Damn, they're totally different, right? But I'm still Jasmine Renee Davis. No matter, I'm myself. But one thing that struck a chord with me was, and one thing that I remember, that I guess that her God or their God would never leave nor forsaken them, where they have put their hand into inside of a dead a dead thing, and pull their hands out, and it was still a sign of life. It was like honey in there. How can you get honey out of that? I'm gonna tell you something. It depends on what you're eating. Okay. I believe that I can make my own motherfucking honey. And I have said that I have placed my own fingers inside and on my own between my motherfucking legs. And I am pretty good. I'm not guessing. I mean, when I say literally, pretty goddamn sure that I had honey. It might not have been honey like that, but honey isn't just like sperm, because of what I was for. I'm not about to sit here and have motherfuckers stabbing at me, picking and choosing, sucking me out, so I cannot grow up and get everything. Can I motherfucking please find that my well don't have to run motherfucking dry? You motherfuckers want to give me a root canal before I even touch the motherfucking oil line, before I can even get there, before I can even start to reach puberty, before I can really, damn, now I look like I got poor motherfucking ass. Just to talk universally. Because I'm so motherfucking dry. I don't have shit to use to 1 + 1 is 2. No, motherfuckers got chromosomes and every fucking thing else, right? But 1 × 1 is what? 1. Huh? 2 × 1 is 2. There is some consistency there. And it depends on the motherfucking mathematics. And a lot of times science and mathematics go together. It depends on how I say it. So I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about me, because this is my story and I'm sticking to it. Now, motherfucker Arthur said, you have the right to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. And guess what? Arthur said to his sister, DW, no, you don't. No. Said, no, hold on, I'm sorry. You have the right to remain silent. Sorry, but you have the right to tell the truth, the whole truth. You have the right to remain silent. I'm saying what I believe should be said. I'm sorry. And I always stand corrected, because I already know I got some illiteracy. Motherfucker, hey, they motherfucking neighbor said, you have the right to remain silent. Her brother said, no, you don't. Where's my dog? What do you know? Sometimes you might have to hear that small, still voice. Right? I remember the different voices and these cries of, I've grown up around many different children, and their voice sounds so itty bitty, small and tiny, almost robotic, where they were still trying to build their strength in a little bitty lungs, where they can't always take everything, but they can take all that they can take all the time, building their strength. It's only so much. And I'm gonna keep this shit motherfucking real. This is why some would, I have to explain. Some would rather start off, oh, just a finger fuck, just a blowjob. No. I'm 40. And guess what? If I was one, you bitches can't tell me what I can grow, because I could be the best fucker around this bitch. Since when you ain't ever seen the fuck that? You don't tell somebody how somebody is born into this world, but you motherfuckers gonna give me the hope of the born has died, and you motherfuckers gonna tell me that I was born to die, that you motherfuckers sit there and use me like motherfucking livestock out in this motherfucking bitch, but I can't be born, not a sex slave, but a sex god, a creator, author and a motherfucking finisher. The beginning and the motherfucking end. The great I motherfucking am. Hello. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I have to revive my motherfucking self. I got 27 motherfucking percent battery. I've been talking on this motherfucker for 3 hours and 40 motherfucking, and I cannot turn this shit the fuck loose. These bitches sit there and try to make me brain dead. Never would they say that I'm motherfucking hungry. Never would you tell me that if I ever began to miss any motherfucking body, that it is a mental illness. I can cry any motherfucking thing. And I mean that shit. And it's not a damn thing that you can do about it. Know your motherfucking self. To thy own self be true. You are not a part of me. You are not going to bait and switch. This ain't no motherfucking Freaky Friday. This is not 17 again, bitch. This is Jasmine Renee Davis, and I don't motherfucking know you. Shit. You motherfuckers want a Pleasantville the shit out of somebody motherfucking Mr. Haywood's motherfucking English class. No. So I don't know what the fuck you motherfuckers looking for. But I'm going to tell you something. Long live Jasmine Renee Davis. I want something out of my life. When I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say, oh, that I've been, oh, I have a testimony. I sit there and put all these pieces together today, motherfucking puzzle, not missing one single thing. But guess what? I just don't have the glue to put it all to motherfucker. So these motherfuckers sit there. I have to lay it out on a motherfucking table. Huh? When I'm sitting around here trying to figure it all the fuck out, and this motherfucker sit there. And they'll send a motherfucking hater, huh, to take one piece of my motherfucking puzzle. You know that's my shit, huh? Huh? And guess what? They'll throw that bitch in the garbage. They ain't holding on to it. They ain't making no motherfucking necklace, huh? I didn't even have the motherfucking money to make a goddamn necklace with my daddy fingerprints on. You motherfuckers got some explaining to do, huh? Insurance fraud my goddamn ass. Murder. Huh? But my dad passed away. Huh? Y'all motherfuckers tell me he's in a better place. He sure better be. Look. Then you send another motherfucker to take another piece. Oh, this can't be mine because I left my shit right here. Where's my Coach wallet? As much as I motherfucker like Coach. Where's my shit at? Huh? They ain't got a Burberry around this bitch, but that's okay because I was trying to make sure I motherfucking licks all kinds of shit in a Burberry fucking looking print. I'm not bullshitting. Never once do I have to look at you the same way I look at you, or you, or you, or you, or you. I'm myself. And I'm not going to motherfucker sit up here and choke because you want me to bite off more than I motherfucker could chew. I want some juice some motherfucking time. I'm hungry. So I'm about to get up off of here because I want to save some of my battery. But it's been real. I don't see me the way that others see me. But I always have to be curious enough to understand why. Ain't no altar call, but it is an open records motherfucking request. But not only that, huh? You motherfuckers not going to make me the bride of motherfucking Christ. Is that consistent with the word? But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't want you to act brand new. Tell you something. These rental car companies that sit out there and buy all kind of cars and do all kind of shit. And guess what? They'll sell that motherfucking car. Same motherfucker. They didn't bought that bitch. They made money out that. Buy it one time. They didn't bought. So that same motherfucker, rent that bitch out. They the motherfucker bought that bitch. And then guess what? When that bitch get too many motherfucking miles on it, they'll sell that bitch. And guess what? They'll motherfucker sit there and guess what? It be flood damage. Then they'll sell it again. Motherfucker wind up and go somewhere and get their ass out the hood. Motherfucker fuck around Hurricane Katrina or some shit. Then they'll sell it right back to motherfucker Wisconsin. Tax time, ka-ching. Motherfuckers smell like alternators. Motherfuckers tires all fucked up. You name it. And then guess how much a motherfucker have to pay for a motherfucking $2,000 car? A motherfucker is sitting there. Motherfucker don't even go off the blue book motherfucking value. How are y'all letting these motherfuckers get away with this shit? You're not going off the book, bitch. You are going about your own motherfucking business. And please do that. Okay? I got my own stuff. I'll be on here some other time with a motherfucking another live video. Of course. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. And guess what? That's not all, folks. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.